and Jack and Biki is back here talking about E3 2015 with the press conferences in the background. We're gonna have footage from all the press conferences from EA to Microsoft to Bethesda to Ubisoft, and we're gonna give you guys our review, our predictions. Well, not predictions. We already did our predictions. Our thoughts on all the news coming from E3 2015 over the last 24 hours. But before we start, guys, I gotta talk about something real quick. I gotta talk about the Final Fantasy VII because Jack is. Jack, oh, okay. Jack sent me a text earlier today, and it said Final Fantasy VII remake on the way, and I'm like, no, it's not happening. And I think I think somebody needs to apologize. I think Jack, you need to apologize for being right.
There's no reason. No, you have to apologize to me because I just predicted this thing was correct. But the funny thing about it, though, when they announced that at the Sony press conference, you heard that the initial reaction when they saw the logo. Everyone was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool, that's cool." And then when they saw the remake, they were like, "Yeah, yeah, woo!" I was just like, and I was the one that was screaming also in the house. I was like, "Yeah!"
You know, the funny thing, I was so excited for the Final Fantasy Worlds because it was so cute and looked awesome, and I was like, oh, look at everybody happy about Final Fantasy World. And then we see Final Fantasy VII, and people just lose their shit.
It was so funny though because the way how the trailer started, I was like, what the hell is this? This looks really good. And then I heard the music. And I was like, sounds like Advent Children. And then you said directed by, and then Tetsumura, who was being the producer of it, I was like, no, they're not. Right? And the next thing you know, I just saw everything going by, and I saw, of course, my dude Cloud walking by, and I was like, the fucking remaking this game. I was like, after this press conference, I am calling this dude, telling him I was right.
All right.
Letting him know that Final Fantasy is being remade.
All right.
And actually, right now, it's really funny. I just want to say something. It's actually really funny.
Go ahead.
It has been posted.
Oh, good.
It has been posted a lot on Facebook, and actually a lot of people has been tweeting that because surprisingly nobody saw that coming. No one has seen that coming at all. That was like one of the initial surprises.
Yeah, man. Like, how did they keep this as such a I really maybe I missed a rumor, but I was like, man, they talk about this stuff every year, and they really finally came out this E3 for Sony, because I mean I already did my reactions to Microsoft, so we'll start off with Sony, guys. We're going to EA, Bethesda, and everybody else. So we already talking about Sony. Let's keep it up. I mean, another game that I just can't believe, Shenmue 3. Bro, that came out of
you need
nowhere.
A good Kickstarter. You need a good Kickstarter to like really get that game going.
Yeah.
Like seriously, that's ridiculous.
I just can't believe it. I'm about to go over to the Kickstarter page right now, guys. As we're here live on the stream, I'll throw it on the screen, and let's find out exactly how much money this Shenmue Kickstarter already has. When I made the video,
well, the funny thing about it, I think they were saying because Bloodstain, that's the new Castlevania game that's being made. They were asking for like $1 billion, and they reached their goal quickly than that. The Kickstarter goal would be 2 million.
2 million. All right, so I'm gonna click on I put a video up about it. In an hour, it made about 600,000. Let's click on the video, the Kickstarter page right now, and they are already at 1 million. What? They're about to be at 1 million.
God.
This is not even been 24 hours, and they're gonna have 1.1 million dollars. I was gonna support this Kickstarter, but now I don't even need to, because now I'm sure it's gonna make its goal, and I can just buy the game without having to put my money in Kickstarter. Because I'm sure me and you, Jack, we're just gonna pick up the game when it's finally out. And oh man, Shenmue, we weren't hanging around that much back then. But I remember this real quick story. I remember my friend, right, and he had the Xbox One. He had the Dreamcast. And I was just so envious. I'm like, man, you got this brand new cool system, the Dreamcast, and I'm over here with the N64. Look at these awesome graphics. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, I need to get a Dreamcast. And then eventually the Dreamcast died, and I was sad. I'm like, man, I never really got a chance to really play that game on my own. Because I tell you, Doc, I used to go to my friend's house and literally play this game, man. I used to play Shenmue like crazy. How much money do you think it's gonna make if it's already at $1.1 million? Look, I'm gonna
It's probably gonna make more than that.
All right, so
it's probably gonna make more than that.
I'm gonna do something fun, right? As we're actually streaming right now. I'm gonna throw up the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter button, so you guys will be able to see as we stream how much money is being donated live to Shenmue 3 on freaking Kickstarter. This is just
That's
nuts.
crazy.
This is absolutely nuts, guys. I'm almost breathtaking by this. I'm gonna put it back up real soon. All right, guys, we've been talking about, we're gonna jump around because we're gonna give a review. We're gonna give a grade A, B, C, D, or 1 to 10. Jack, on screen, I'm showing right now Last Guardians. Tell me your thoughts, bro. What do you think of this amazing review? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought this shit was dead. I thought it was literally dead. No, the reason why I'm saying that is because so many people have been talking about it, and it has been absent for at least a couple of E3s. We never saw it. We never heard about it. So I'm thinking to myself, all right, this thing has been scrapped. The next thing you know, they're opening up with this. I'm like, what the hell is this? To see this little kid. I'm like, Last Guardian. No way. Are you finally revealing to me Last Guardian? Looks really beautiful. Don't get me wrong. It looks really gorgeous. It looks one of the gorgeous games I've ever seen. One of the, second gorgeous games I've ever seen. And I can't wait for it. It looks really awesome.
Can I cut you off real quick? Like, I'm not sure if you guys gonna be able to tell in my stream right now, but if you guys were watching the stream that was on YouTube in 1080p directly from Sony, this game, Jack is right. It really does look crisp. It looks really nice. The feather effects on the creature looks amazing. The dress on the boy, I know it's not really a dress, but that's what it kind of looks like to me. Like, it looks like he's wearing like a kind of like a dress type thing with a pants underneath. I don't know what you call it. I know it's not a dress, but I don't know what the hell to call it. And like, Jack, right now I'm up to the part where, real quick, I'm up to the part where he jumps off and the dinosaur thing or the dog thing catches him in the mouth. I gotta say, bro,
I'm gonna call this thing the Indominus, not Rex, the Indominus pup.
The Indominus pup. Okay, I'm okay with that.
It has a mixture of chicken legs. It has wings. It also looks like a dog, and it has a long ass tail. So. They created a genetically enhanced super dog.
I was about to say the same thing. I was thinking Resident Evil right here. You think somebody in the lab made this thing, the kid, like, what if a crazy Last Guardian, just whatever, who cares? I'm going to throw it out there. What if the backstory to this, guys, is that he got it as a little tiny baby, and this was like some genetically modified chicken dog, and he's been taking care of it for a baby. That's why he really commands it so good. But look how amazing they work together. Like, I know you can't see the trailer. Actually, you watch it on YouTube as I talk about it. If you go to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm actually watching it right now. Yeah.
Yeah, you can watch me actually talk about it. You see what we see, or just mute the stream. But I just can't believe how well it actually looks. I thought it was gonna actually be crappy. I thought the gameplay was gonna be boring because it just hasn't been shown so long. So you know what? I was thinking maybe if they reshow the game, it's not gonna look like this anymore. But they keeping the same characters, and it looks like it's gonna be kind of looks like kind of like world puzzles. Like, you're gonna have to push stuff around, try to figure out how to navigate the environment. So there you go, environmental puzzles. Remember back when we played Legend of Zelda? Yeah, that too. But I'm just remembering. You remember when we played Legend of Zelda on the Wii and that puzzle that we got stuck?
No, I do not want to be remembered for that stupid. We took a piece of paper. Literally, we took a piece of paper trying to figure this out, and it's just yeah, we can figure this out. And then my dad's like, oh, why don't you just move left? I'm like, are you fucking serious? Move left, Dad. Is that your solution to everything? He's like, yeah, move left. We moved left. We fucking solved the puzzle. I was like, fuck this game. I was like, fuck Legend of Zelda.
Man, that shit was so crazy, man. Let's throw back up that Oh, where did it go? Sorry about that, guys.
But yeah, The Last Guardian, I have to say, looks really great. I cannot wait until we get our hands on this. At least we could try a demo or something on it. It's just really great.
I don't know. I really was feeling that maybe they were going to be like, hey, it's available today. But that didn't really happen. So I was kind of like, oh.
It was like one of those things where they tease it, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're going to probably say, yeah, it won't be coming out until 2016. And then funny thing about it, they're going to push it back even more, and I'll be like, you are such a dick. So.
Oh my God. Don't say. Jack, are you saying that there's a possibility?
I don't want to, but you know how these games are.
Come
Let's
on,
just
man. It's
face
been
it.
in development for so long already. I just don't think it can be possible they would really push it back any farther. It's been too long already.
Yeah,
This game needs to come out. It looks like they got something playable, and I mean, like they got this
yeah.
far, so they could get the game out and just like let us enjoy this dog boy weird goodness. I don't even know what to call it, but
It's
like,
Ico. It's Ico meets Clifford the Big Red Dog.
yo, I used to love Clifford the Big Red Dog as a kid, man. That used to be my show, Jack. You like, you bring back the childhood
I
memories
would
right
just
now.
like I would I know this is kind of random, but I would just like to say that a lot of people really want Shenmue 3. I am seeing this thing on the live stream right now, and
Yeah,
dollars signs are
dollars.
going up.
That's yo.
Dollars are going up. They're gonna get their goal within. I will wake up tomorrow, and they're gonna be like, yeah, Shenmue is being made. I'm like, no shit,
Yeah,
no
like
duh, no
you're
duh.
100% right. Because right now, as we were talking, the money signs it just went to all right. Right now it's at 401. It just went up to 401. Now it just went up by another $800.
431, right? Yeah. Okay.
Isn't that just insane that that actually had a possibility of happening? All right, guys. I mean, Jack, I'm gonna skip ahead on the E3 press conference. We have Shuhei on stage. Let's talk about Uncharted. Let me skip ahead in the video so we get to the part where Uncharted was
Oh,
shown.
oh
Please, Jack,
God,
let
that
me know what you
was
think about Uncharted right now, man.
woo. That was fucking gorgeous. Oh
Yo, my
God.
dude just
Well,
literally did
at first,
Good.
I was when I was watching the press conference, I didn't see Drake move for a second, and then I started laughing, and I was like, oh, look at that. They have, their problems. Probably the DualShock died on stage. So that was my thought. So they
Mhm.
played it again, and I was just watching the whole entire thing. I was like, oh my God, why can I not have this game in front of me right
Dude,
now?
it looks
Why?
done. If it wasn't for that little
It
glitch, I
does.
would say it was
What the fuck are
done.
you? What are you holding it back for?
Ah.
Yes, put some shoe polish on it, but it's done. It's done. Just give it.
Yo,
Like, what are you
son.
doing?
Son, I could
Oh my
not
God.
believe how well. Like right now, we're looking at the screen, which I'm pretty sure you're seeing right now. They're driving down the
Yeah.
hill, almost crashing into the people. And I wonder if you fail
It
the mission
reminds
if you
me.
do accidentally crash into people, or is this one of those scenes where they make it impossible to actually hit people, like people always dodge out of the way. But I
I
gotta
don't know,
say,
but
man. Okay, let me just say this real quick.
it's.
Is it like? Do you think the driving's actually good? I almost watching this right now. I feel like this is almost impossible. It feels like they're making some of these turns, even when they crash, too precise. So I'm just wondering how well the actual driving in this segment is gonna be, or will there be more
I don't
driving
know.
segments? But it would be cool. It would be actually pretty cool to see more.
Well,
man.
you know what? Remember how, like in Uncharted 2, they had like a little bit of a driving section in there. Like he was driving a little bit of like the second stage when you were playing it. He
You know
had
what?
like a
I
little
remember there
driving
was something,
situation.
but unfortunately, I
Yeah.
can't remember exactly what it was, and I don't remember how it controls. So I'll be lying if I
We're gonna
said
have
I-
to. We're gonna.
No,
We're
no,
gonna
go
have to
for
buy
it,
the
man.
Nathan Drake collection. We're gonna have to buy the Nathan Drake collection. That's all I have to say.
We're gonna have to pick up the Nathan Drake collection. I am with it, man. We could play that. We can have a blast with that. I would enjoy it, man. Right now he's jumping over the cliff. This reminds me of what was that damn
Drake's
movie?
Deception.
No, movie. Fast and the Furious. When The Rock is like running on what's it? The one before the newest one when Rock is chasing everybody in that Rio. I don't know if it was Rio.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, when they're running down the hill on top of the roof, just because they're driving on top of that, it reminds me of an area like that. That's just so crazy. I don't like how they come to the crane and he's like, "Yep, let's just go off road." You don't know how to drive.
Yeah, that's
man.
crazy though.
All
But
right, let's
yo,
talk
what's
about-
your
go
reaction
ahead.
to it?
Oh,
What's
dude,
your
like I
what's your reaction to Uncharted?
Dude, my reaction to Uncharted is this game needs
That's
to be
it.
out already.
That's it.
That's it. This
That's
needs
it.
To, this is worth dude. Like this game looks ready to be played. Like really.
Now here's
Mhm.
here's something I want to bring up now. Let's go to a galaxy far, far away.
Okay, let me bring up
Let's
that video.
talk about this.
Oh, hold on.
Let's talk about this for a second.
All right, you do that. You talk, and I'll bring up the video for you guys.
Now, we played this a while back, and you could agree with me. You remember a while back there was Star Wars Battlefront 1 and then Star Wars Battlefront 2? I think I played the hell out of Star Wars Battlefront 2 more than anything because I got it on the PSP, then I got it on my PlayStation 2, and then with Xbox, I bought an Xbox, I don't know why, for Halo. And I bought it for Xbox. I played that game non-stop. But then all of a sudden, you're showing it at the press event, the game looks so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm gonna have Star Wars babies. That it looks so gorgeous.
All right,
That's all
hold
I
on.
gotta say.
I'm gonna skip ahead into
That's all
the
I
video
gotta
right
say.
now. So right now, she's like on stage. She's showing off her love of Star Wars. Let's get into some of the actual gameplay of this thing, bro, because this game just looks so nice in multiplayer. Wait, I have to ask a specific question. What do you think about the fact of how the lightsaber combat works with actually the people with the guns? You saw when my dude pulled out his
That's gonna be
lightsaber and
different.
then blasted everybody out, and Darth Vader, like, yo, what's your thoughts on all that, man? What did you think?
That's actually pretty hot. That's pretty tight. I want to know
Yeah.
how it's gonna. I want to know how it's gonna be, unless you know how like in most Call of Duty, Call of Duty or Battlefield games, you have the what is the R3 plus the melee or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, I wouldn't be surprised if you are controlling the lightsaber with the using the L1 stick to move, and then they're using the R3 for the lightsaber. I wouldn't be surprised. Or they could change it. I'm looking at the controller right now. If you're using the left stick to move and using your R2 button, which is to shoot, and that would be the lightsaber right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. So, but Luke versus Vader, we all know who wins. But I mean,
wait, what? Who wins?
Luke versus Vader. Luke wins. Wait, I have to rephrase that. Vader technically wins because he does kill the Emperor and he does kill himself, but he brings balance to the Force. But anyways, just going back to this, back, and I'm looking at the video right now. It's so funny. A laser pistol can take down one of those walkers, which I thought was hysterical. I was like, wait a minute, how does a laser pistol take down one of these fucking walkers? The small little ATT walkers. And I'm like, I think you need a rocket launcher for that. I was like, oh my god, this is too.
I don't know. No,
You probably did.
No, the thing is, I think what they're trying to go for, real quick to cut you off, I think they're trying to go for the fact that you could take out a big thing if you take enough time to shoot it off. Like, there's been a lot of games like that. You know, even Battlefield. Like, do you remember the game Starhawk and Warhawk?
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite big open map games, because even when you were a foot soldier, you always felt enough powerful to take down a big old ship using a rocket launcher, or if you went to like a big old turret. And that's why I feel like this game is going to be like, if you have enough team working together, or if you just persistent enough, you should be able to take out these big things like we just saw right there, guys. Took it out, knocked out, and the graphics look absolutely excellent. But Jack, I'm gonna have to ask you the big question.
What did they say? What did they say for the multiplayer though? 64. Oh,
I'm gonna have to cut you off. There's a more important question. It's a more important question. Wait, we gotta do an update. Shenmue 3 is now at 1.44 million. Oh my god. All right, back to my
Christ, people are giving into this.
Yo, back to
remake
my
Mega Man. Remake Mega Man then.
Well, they're doing some Mega Man TV show. What's up with that? But we'll get back to
That's actually pretty cool.
My question to you, truthfully, dude,
yeah.
What do you think about the lack of space battles? That really kind of bugs me still. It really does.
It does bug me, but at the same time, I mean, it makes up where we're seeing, like, what we're seeing on the feed right now. It makes up for, I guess, we're doing like space battles, not space battles, regular flight battles like on Hoth and everything like that. That's fine by me, but they couldn't just put it in space, man. I mean, come on, that's like pretty much the majority of Star Wars in space.
All right, so we get some people in chat. Let me just answer some of the questions. Let's just talk about what they're saying. So like Steller SG, who's another YouTuber, shout out to you, Steller, in chat. He says, so happy that Battlefield 4 is exclusive to PlayStation. He's definitely a PlayStation gamer. So what do you think about that? That Sony has gotten the exclusive DLC, beta, and all that stuff for Call of Duty. I said Battlefield, but I meant Call of Duty. Like, how did Sony pull that one off?
I have no clue, because you know why? Because usually, you know how like when Microsoft does everything, the Microsoft says, yeah, you can only play it first on Xbox, right? Now, Sony probably pulls some magical hat, and it's just been like, hey, you know what? If you do this, we'll make sure that everybody plays Call of Duty on PlayStation, and probably gave them some extra more green in their pocket. So it'd be like, hey, we can play the DLC first. That's what I'm guessing. So
yeah, I'm trying to find some of the.
It's all about that green.
Right,
so
where was it? Was it Call of Duty gameplay by before the Naughty Dog presentation, or
it was before the Naughty Dog presentation? Yeah.
Okay, was it after or before? Oh, here it is. I found it. Okay, so here we go. We got some Call of Duty stuff right now. So let's talk about Call of Duty right now. So can I give my
Okay.
opinions on the situation?
Yes, and I'll give you my opinion. It's pretty harsh.
Okay. Oh, so it's harsh. Okay. All right. Here's what I think about this. All right. So guys, Call of Duty has been stuck with Xbox as a brand for a long time. It's been so together that's been unbelievable, and it's made people buy the Xbox One. It's made people buy the Xbox 360. I think this is a blow to Microsoft more than it's actually even a gain to Sony. It's just the fact of the matter that Microsoft lost one of their big titles. Yes, Tomb Raider is a big name game to get exclusive, but I truthfully do not think that Tomb Raider makes up for the fact that Microsoft does not have Call of Duty. Sony could live without Tomb Raider because they have the Uncharted franchise, which looks absolutely amazing. But Microsoft is losing out really big right here by not having that Call of Duty license being exclusive for them for DLC, betas, and everything else that comes out first. It's gonna help Sony a bit in sales on for the Call of Duty with bundles and everything like that. And Microsoft is just gonna lose because of that, guys. I mean, Sony's gonna gain from it, but I just don't think as much as directly from let me see if I can put it in better words, because I'm like stuttering right here because I've been up for like freaking 24 hours. Sony is going to gain from this for the fact that Microsoft is not going to gain from this. I don't think you're going to gain from this because of the fact that they get the DLC exclusive first and all that shit, because I think gamers who wanted the PlayStation 4 are already thinking about getting it for other games and not really for Call of Duty. But it's just going to hurt Microsoft with the fact that now people are like, how badly do I really want that DLC, especially for the hardcore crowd? Think about all the people on YouTube that just do Call of Duty gameplay. People like Steller and Chat, they're going to want to pick up the game definitely on PlayStation because that's where the DLC first. If you're a YouTuber that shows off gameplay, or if you're anything into the hardcore Call of Duty scene, you got to know these maps. You got to be on top of your game, so you're going to have to get the DLC first on PlayStation. You're going to have to get the beta. Think about all those pro players. All those pro players are now going to get a PlayStation 4 if they didn't already have one, and get Call of Duty first on PlayStation so they can get some practice on playing the full game before it actually released. Like, yo, I'm going in with this. Like, that shit hurts Microsoft.
No,
Listen,
yeah, it does.
Yeah. Look, this shit hurts Microsoft because of the fact that gamers on YouTubers that are pro and other people who are just starting out on YouTube, anybody who wants to show off YouTube gameplay for Call of Duty, especially for DLC and the beta, they're gonna have to play on PlayStation, and everything's gonna be PlayStation branded, which is definitely gonna hurt Microsoft because usually they get all that branding stuff for their console. So yeah, it hurts. There you go, my opinion.
There you go. I just want to do like a quick detour really quick. We're gonna get Shenmue within like the next I don't know, like 15 seconds.
It went up like another 100,000, right? Oh, not 100,000, another like 50,000.
It's like it's crazy.
Holy snap!
Yeah.
All right,
my opinion on this game. I'm kind of tired of it right now. It's basically Advanced Warfare meets Titanfall. I'm not too crazy about it.
You're talking about the actual game itself, right?
The actual game itself, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I don't mind that it has 4-player co-op, that you can play from the whole entire story mission. That's what I was thinking to myself. I'm like, all right, if one of you guys get it, so we can all play 4-player co-op, that's no problem. But it's just something about this. It's like, I'm seeing this again. Where have I seen this from? Oh yeah, Advanced Warfare. Where am I seeing that from again? Killzone. Where am I seeing that from again? Titanfall. It's everything that we played right now. So I'm kind of hesitant on it. I am not going to be like, oh, I'm going to buy, that's the first Call of Duty game I'm going to buy. I'm going to play it, but it's not something that's going to be like, oh, I'm going to run out and buy it. It's something I've seen before, something they did before, and you're just saying this is Black Ops 3 with, guys that look like machines. That's about it.
See, I almost agree with you. I think it kind of looks a little too Advanced Warfare, and I guess that's unfortunate because it's going to futuristic, so it kind of has to. But I am intrigued once again by the story. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the person, but from what we saw about the single player, I am kind of intrigued on what they're gonna do with that, and that's kind of got me intrigued again. I know they're not gonna bring back our guy, from House of Cards, but I still want to see what's happening with the story on this one again. I think they're trying to do a little better job with the stories in these Call of Duty games. Now the multiplayer, we're watching it right now, man. I'll be more interested in playing co-op with you as friends, and I'm gonna be sticking with multiplayer for other shooters. I mean, like, as much as I hate on Destiny, I actually like the Destiny multiplayer. Halo, okay, I'll rock with you some Halo, man. Let's get some systems hooked up together. We can play some Halo any day. I'll kick your ass in Halo.
Okay.
You ready? You ready? Don't tell me you think you're better than me in Halo. Let's not.
I am better than you in Halo. I actually am.
Oh, this dude.
You could be better than me in Destiny, but all right, let's settle this on another day.
All right, let's switch over to another game. We're talking Sony here, guys. So you know what, Jack? We've been all over the place. So how about we try to get a little more constructive? Let me just bring up some of the other games that Sony actually talked about at E3 and talk about that a bit. Street Fighter 5. I'm not gonna show you guys Street Fighter gameplay because Capcom takes down streams for that stuff. So Street Fighter 5, you're the Street Fighter fan. I only play with one Street Fighter character. You know my character. Who is he?
Sexy. Shit is sexy. You play with a Kuma.
Go ahead. You the pro.
You play with a Kuma.
About this new Street Fighter? Do you think it's gonna be worthy contestant for people who play Evo and situations like that? Go ahead, bro.
Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, dude. I think this new Street Fighter is gonna live up to the hype and expectations. And I think as soon as when this comes out, a lot of people are gonna be like, all right, they're gonna take it to championships, and this is gonna take it by storm. I cannot wait until this game. I was hoping that they show at least my boy Ken, but they showed my other girl Cammy that's in there, so I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just fucking use her then too. But it looks really gorgeous, man. I mean, from what Street Fighter 4 looked like till now with Ultra Street Fighter 4 that they just released, and with this coming out, it's hands down is yeah.
Can I just say something about Street Fighter 4? Can I give you my thoughts? Akuma. Yeah. That's all it needs to be. Akuma. Nothing else matters.
Okay.
Akuma. I'm gonna kick your ass.
You should say that. That's your new slogan. Akuma. Nothing else matters.
Nothing else matters except for Akuma. All right, let's jump into another crazy game. Right now they're showing Deus Ex at the event. They're showing Metal Gear. Dude, did you get to see the Metal Gear trailer? The like the exclusive 5-minute
I did
one?
actually.
What did you think of that?
The fuck?
I do say the fuck.
Like it's crazy. It's summing up everything, and it's crazy because you're looking at the end of it. It's liquid and solid snake. It's liquid and solid. It's liquid and snake. It's them. So it's like at the end of the trailer they said the L'Enfance Terrible program, and you're just like, all right, now I gotta play Metal Gear Solid 1 after when it begins to pay now. It's like fuck.
All right, so let's get into the next big game. I think we should talk about No Man's Sky.
I think I know.
Oh, go ahead. What game you want to talk about? Wait, hold on.
I was gonna say about Gorilla's game.
Hold on, I know something you want to talk about more. The footage from Batman.
Oh.
I'm playing it right now. The DLC.
Whoa.
What did you think?
Whoa.
I'm gonna put it out there. I thought it was awesome.
Not expecting that.
It makes me
Holy
want to
shit!
buy it.
I was not expecting that. Yeah, and you don't play these Batman games. You don't.
Yeah, I
which
can't.
Is
I just want to watch Batman. I can't play them. I really can't. I own. Guys in chat, real quick. I own all the Batman games on PC. I don't play them. I bought them and I just don't play them. I don't know why. All right, go ahead. It's playing right now. Tell me what you think, bro. Tell me what you think.
I want it now. Like, there's no words. I want it now. Like how he burns the Joker, and then like the whole. Yeah, it's definitely rated M. Holy shit, that was fucking awesome. I was blown out of my mind. I was like, what? I cannot wait for that.
That is good. So all right. So the other game, No Man's Skies. What do you think about that game, bro?
You know what? It has some potential. I mean, we haven't heard anything from it too much, but I mean, now that we're seeing it, actually looks not that bad. It looks really good. It kind of reminds me of, it looks like a little bit like Flower meets I'm gonna shoot shit. I mean, it's pretty cool though. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait for that.
I think No Man's Skies, which I got the gameplay right here, guys. So if you guys don't realize, I'm skipping through some of the conference to bring you guys the gameplay. I thought ahead and recorded the whole entire conference so we could talk about this later on. Like right now is the part where he goes under the water. There's fishes. So from what I see from him playing it, you start off, you fly out into space. Everybody for some reason is trying to get to the center of the universe, right? There is millions of planets. It looks like, or solar systems, whatever it might be. You could land on a planet, see if there's any intelligent lives. Sometimes there's robots protecting the planets, and there's a little bit of exploration. And now there might be other people around, but it doesn't seem like there has to be other people. Like, it doesn't seem like you might run into another human being that much, but you go to these like upload data things. to find out more information off the planet. So I guess you scan the planet to learn more information, you mine resources, build your ship. I'm just guessing that's what's gonna be happening. I think one thing that we know about the game, it looks amazing, and I'm actually hoping that this is a game that they work with Morpheus and bring this to Morpheus. Do you think? Don't you think this would be make a cool virtual reality game with that Project Morpheus thing?
I do. I think these are one of these games that will definitely
Mhm.
make projects like I will definitely buy for Project Morpheus.
The only thing I might mention though, knowing my friends like Gem and Kill the Snake, I think this is one of those games that actually might need a demo. Like without a demo or some type of beta phase, some people will actually not want to play this game. Just was my thoughts on it. But anything else Sony talked about that you want to bring up real quick, and then I'll look for the footage.
Hitman actually looks really good.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, we saw the new
Hitman.
trailer for Hitman.
Yeah, where the hell is my video of Hitman? So yeah, but don't you? I kind of was disappointed they didn't actually show gameplay, and that's like a key to
No, they
Hitman.
didn't. They just showed. Yeah, they just showed like what, like a minute and 15 seconds of him running
Crazy
through
Hitman, you
everything.
know, the two, three
Yeah,
girls, all that
yeah,
stuff.
and I was just like, all right, cool. This looks like Hitman, but I mean, I thought, this is gonna be much more cool than that, but you didn't show me that much.
I
They
think we.
at the
Okay,
press
go ahead.
conference, it's just yeah. That's what I think about it.
All right, so let's get back to the game that you talked about before. Horizon, is that how you say that one right there? What's your
Holy
thoughts?
shit!
Let's bring up that.
Holy shit! That's pretty hot. The game is pretty hot. For a second,
This.
I'm trying to
Mhm.
figure out what is this game that I'm looking at, and then you see all these like robotic dinosaurs. I
Mhm.
was like, this ain't Jurassic World. What the fuck? And the next thing you know, she's fighting all these things, and then you see like what the T-Rex coming, and she's shooting all this stuff. I'm like, oh my god, this is actually really good. This game looks
All right.
really stellar, man.
Prediction: it's Earth. Hundreds of thousands of years in the future, people don't know it's Earth. People try to make genetic
The
dinosaurs. It
civilization is
didn't work out.
destroyed.
So they put dinosaur and robot DNA together, and they made Autobots. That no, let me stop.
More than meets the eye.
Did you see the new Transformers game? That shit, I did not like how that looked, by the way, personally.
I didn't like how it looks. It's all shelf stated.
Yeah,
But
but let's get back
yeah,
to
going back
Horizon.
to Horizon, it looks really good. I'm surprised.
Yeah,
I thought Guerrilla Games, no lie, was gonna show me another Killzone. I was on my seat on that. But then when I saw this, I was like, well, look at that, a new IP. I never see you guys had this before.
and you know what? Another thing too, I actually like the female character they picked. It kind of reminds me of Laura Croft, and she is badass. Like she is literally badass with the bow. That's the kind of really reason
Really?
she reminds me.
It kind of reminds me of the girl from the Heavenly Sword.
Oh, because you mean her looks reminds you. Okay, okay, I get what you're saying.
Yes.
But don't you think that you get a little aggressive? So how about we say Noriko? I think that's her name from Harry Sword. With a mix of Laura Croft, because the reason why I'm getting Laura in this is because of the fact she's fighting a big old dinosaur type enemy and she's using a bow. That's kind of really what gives me the Laura Croft vibe, and especially with the exploration. So I think that's really cool right there, man. Really cool looking
Pretty
game.
much, yeah.
Let me see what else. Okay, I guess we didn't talk about Final Fantasy.
What did?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, we'll talk about that. What do you think about the new DLC for Destiny? What do you think?
Let's bring that up. I have it in here somewhere. Destiny does a really good job of making a really good trailer. How about that? That's my thoughts. They can make a really good
Cool.
trailer, but the trailer doesn't tell you how hard it is to be upgrade everything, how many times you're gonna have to go around and do bullshit to level up your new skills, your new weapons, all this crap. Destiny has a problem for me that I think many games seem to not have and don't feel bad. Once you get more loot and better loot for Destiny, it feels like you just got that loot to level up that loot to go do the same thing again. And a lot of games do that, but you don't feel bad about doing it. Destiny for me is like, okay, I got the Zero's regime, I leveled it up to 300. Fuck, a new DLC came out. Now it goes up to a higher level. Let's re-level that up. Now they took away that system of re-leveling it up. I just
Yeah.
can I just get Destiny 2? Like, like people are tired of hearing me shit on Destiny, bro. What do you think about it? You're Destiny liker better than me.
I mean, it's okay. I mean, but you just didn't show me like what you were saying. But I mean, it's okay. Not like crazy about it, but it's okay. Like House of Wolves, it was okay.
Steller in chat, I think he said Destiny, that the Killzone thing looks like Destiny. Oh, right here we're looking at the we just brought up the Killzone, not Killzone, sorry, the Hitman trailer. I mean, like, ah man, it looks so glamorous, but you can clearly tell it's a CG trailer. It looks really nice. IO has been
Yeah.
very good at making these intro videos for Hitman. Hitman is definitely one of my favorite games out there, guys. It's really good. Oh, they just came out with a Hitman app called Hitman Sniper on Android and iOS. I think you should look it up. You might be interested in playing that. It looks like a little fun game to waste time, and you might want to use it when you're at work when you're supposed to be actually managing people. Play a game.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, no,
Like
that's
what, you better
true.
shut up before I snipe you. But all right, so what
Like,
else?
am I
What
doing
happened?
this right now?
All right, let's finish this up. For Sony, they did talk about Disney Infinity 3.0. What is all right? So we're not collectors of Disney Infinity or Skylanders, so maybe we're the wrong people to talk about this. But I'm still gonna ask you what you thought.
Because of Star Wars, I'm gonna buy it.
Oh, okay, I didn't expect
I'm not.
that.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you didn't expect that. I told myself because of Star Wars, I'm gonna buy it. I mean, it's Star Wars. I have to.
It's Star Wars. I mean,
Like, I have to.
I don't
Enough
think there
said.
is a thing that could happen with Here it is. Here's the Boba Fett. Yeah, I will admit the Boba Fett figure does look badass, so I'll leave it like that.
The
Boba
Boba
Fett.
Fett figure does look badass. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll leave it like that. I have nothing against these games. I just don't play, guys. That's all I gotta say. It could be cool as heck. I personally don't play. All right. Next up, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. It was showing. We don't gotta
Yeah.
talk about it too much. We'll save it for Ubisoft event. But it was showing. Arkham Knight. We already talked about that.
Woo!
We did. Yeah, woo in that one. They showed off some new indie games. That's basically it. There wasn't really much else to talk. Oh wait, no, sorry. We started talking about it before. The Final Fantasy world. What did you think about that specifically? And Final Fantasy
I
VII, not
thought that
just
was
making fun
cute.
of me. Yeah.
I thought that was cute. I thought that was adorable. I'll probably play that. I mean, the little like chibi people walking around and the transforming. I thought it was really cute, and it's new. It's
Mhm.
very kid friendly, and I was like, okay. And when it came down to Final Fantasy VII, I was amazed. I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to play this game again. I want to see how the battle system is gonna go. Either they're
Mhm.
gonna do traditional or they're gonna do it how like they're doing with Final Fantasy 15. So if they're doing it like Final Fantasy 15, then I have to like be like, all right, cool, this is gonna be great, and oh my god, just hallelujah on that thing. You
Audrey
know what
in
that
your
you know what that
gaming.
means? Yes.
Go.
You know what that means because they listened to the fans. The fans had a real petition on it, and I wasn't bullshitting on that. The
Yeah,
fans
you
had
did
a
tell me
petition
that,
on
and I
that.
just thought it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, so they had a petition on it. They said they wanted it, they wanted it, they wanted it, and they finally
Mhm.
deliver. So now, since they're doing this, I'm going to create a petition. Hopefully, everybody will follow me on that so they could remake, Capcom could listen to this, Capcom could remake Resident Evil 2. Just saying. Just saying.
What did
But
they actually announce Resident Evil 2 at some point? I thought at some
they
freaking point.
did. They did. They said they will remake Resident Evil 2 when they get um when they get good positive feedback if Resident Evil 1 HD Remaster sells good, Resident Evil Revelations 2 sells good, and if Resident Evil 0 Remaster sells good, then they're going to go back and remake Resident Evil 2.
Okay, so I definitely agree with you that. And right now, as you know, we have a chat room right now. People are asking questions. Steller G. We have a few people watching, but a lot of people are not chatting. I don't blame it. People are probably tired. It's over 12 a.m. right now. But let's try to answer these questions in chat. People are asking about, well, he's asking about Microsoft backwards compatibility. So before we get into Microsoft, probably the first thing. Wait, don't say anything yet. Before we get to that,
I'm
let's
not
try
going to
to
say
wrap up.
nothing. Not yet.
Let's wrap up Sony. The only thing else we need to talk about Sony real quick is like they did talk about their PlayStation View service, and
That's
they
not
talked
bad.
about how you actually be able to subscribe to specific TV channels. So I think that's really innovative because now, let's say if I just wanted Showtime, I could just buy Showtime. I could buy Discovery Channel. I could buy Cartoon Network, and I think I'll be happy for the rest of my life. No, no, an AMC and Comedy Central. I
And
really just
AMC, yeah.
yeah. If they had HBO too, I think those are the channels I would want. I want Discovery Channel. I
Oh,
want Cartoon Network. Go ahead.
true that. Well, you didn't give me your opinion on Final Fantasy Worlds and Final Fantasy 7.
Well, well, in the beginning, I basically said Worlds. I definitely want to check that out. I really want to see what that is. It's coming both to PS4 and Vita, which is a big surprise to
Yeah,
me. I wasn't expecting to see any Vita love at all, but they did talk about Vita slightly. I'm guessing the Vita is kind of dead in Sony's eyes though, because they didn't show shit for that.
pretty much.
Uh, but because that
Pretty
is
much it
coming
is.
out, right now we're looking at Final Fantasy VII, and I was like, holy shit! I swear to God, I thought they were going to gameplay, but I guess they didn't wait for that. So yeah, that's what I think about
Nope.
that, bro. The only thing else is Morpheus. They didn't talk about that enough. I personally thought they really did a
No, they
bad
didn't.
job.
I thought they were gonna talk. I think they're gonna wait for that until Gamescom.
Smart man, that is a good idea. Wait till Gamescom. It's closer to next year. Probably they're gonna leave that out for Gamescom. So yeah, guys, I
And
think
they
we went
haven't
over.
really talked.
Uh-huh.
They really didn't talk about PlayStation Plus. I thought they would because
True.
last year they did, and I thought I was waiting for something. They said, "Yeah, PlayStation Plus. This is what you're gonna get starting tonight." And I'm like waiting, and I'm like, "Oh, they didn't talk about it." So
You know
okay.
what? I forgot about that from last year. But we need to do something more important than even reviewing. We got to give a Shamu update. Shamu is now 1.2 million. Holy shit! It's
Damn.
good. By the time we wake up tomorrow, it will be funded. We will have a Shamu 2, 3. Sorry, it will be funded.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. What if they do a remastered? I didn't even look at the stretch goals for this thing. But how about this, guys?
Two
Let's actually
million.
go
Stretch
ahead.
goal is 2 million.
No, no, I'm
That's
saying
the
like
stretch
what.
goal.
No, no, I'm saying like what after the threshold. You know how they usually have like extra stuff you get. Yeah,
It'd
but
probably
here
be
we
like
go, guys.
4.
We talked about everything, so I think it's about time me, you, and Jack we decide what our grade are for this E3 press conference. I'm actually gonna steal Jeff Keighley's idea and you actually use A, B, C, D plus and minus grades. We usually do 1 to 5, but let's change it up. So,
Let's try it.
at
Yeah.
yeah, from everything you've seen from Sony today, what do you personally give Sony as a grade, or do you want me to go first, or you want to go first? Let me know.
You go first. Go ahead.
All right, I personally give Sony a solid B plus, and I could explain
Okay.
why that is. I think they very much focus on games, which is a big thing they need to do at E3, and they had a lot of games to show off. A lot of people were actually shitting on them because a lot of them weren't exclusive games, but I think they did a good job of showing us a lot of titles that we didn't know about, didn't really think they were Sony focused titles, and I respect that. I personally buy my multi-platform games on a Sony device or on PC. And as somebody who does it like that, I'm happy to see all these multi-platform games come into the PS4, and I'm gonna give them a better grade for having these games there. So that's why I give
Yeah.
them a B plus. And really, the biggest reason why I'm giving them such a high mark is because they're listening to fans and actually doing the stuff like you guys seeing right now with the Kickstarter, doing these indie games that I actually do love playing. And Shamu 3, they actually brought that out of state on stage and making this thing about to get $2 million to get funded. And now we're about to have Final Fantasy 7 get remade, which we've been asking for forever. They brought that on the stage, and it's gonna freaking happen. And reasons why I'm not giving them a full A or A plus is because Uncharted it crashed during the demo. I mean, I gotta take a point for that, man. Come on, somebody
Yeah.
get it together. That game should have been already out, and it's still having crashing issues. Get it together. I know it's a simple issue, but still, I'm a dock you for that. Uncharted looks great. It should be out this year. They could have had more exclusive games coming out this summer. This is the same problem I had with Microsoft. They did not have enough games coming out over the next 3 months. So for gamers, we're going to be kind of lacking in July and August. You know, we're not going to have much to play exclusively. So that's why I give them a B plus and not an A or A plus personally. Jack, go ahead
Yep.
and let them know your score.
B minus.
B minus, okay.
Yeah. I didn't have a problem with them, like you were saying, they didn't have that many exclusives. I thought last year's press conference was much more impressive with the games that we're talking about. Surprisingly, they didn't mention any of the games that they talked about last press conference with
Mm-hmm.
this one, unfortunately. I would like to see, like we were talking about the PlayStation Vita for a little bit. They didn't mention anything about that handheld, so they mentioned that to me and to you, it's dead in our eyes right now. They haven't mentioned on that. And you know what? The Uncharted demo crashed the first time. And right now, it's just, like you were saying, it doesn't have that many exclusives right now. I mean, everything has been pushed back. God of War Remastered is supposed to be coming out in like a couple months. I'm surprised they didn't show that off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these other games are supposed to be coming out in the next couple of months. Fallout, I thought they were going to show something on that. Assassin's Creed, I thought they were going to show something on that too. But they did okay. They didn't do like crazy, like, oh my God, this blew me out of the water.
Yeah,
I was originally going to give them a C, but I give them a B minus because yes, Shenmue came on there. We got a Kickstarter program for that. Final Fantasy VII is getting an HD remastered, and
hmm
that pretty much pushed me up there. It would get an A plus if I saw some new IPs coming out there. I mean, what was that one? Wandering or whatever it's called that
can I
we were
stop you
talking
real
about.
quick? In
Yeah,
chat, we have a question. Was there any Vita talk? And the answer is no. And what do you think about there not being Vita talk? Did that factor into your score at all? Because there really wasn't.
Vita Talk influenced it a lot because I have a handheld that you're not going to tell me any games are coming out with, but you're going to tell me, yeah, it's back when you could use SharePlay. That's great, but where's the games? Show me a reason why I should keep my Vita
hmm
or trade it in for something else. So that's why it affected my grade also. Since you didn't show me anything about my Vita, I'm not going to do anything about it. So it's
Yeah.
just a paperweight to me now.
Yeah, too, man. Halo definitely did its thing. It did a really good job of selling me, like, hey, maybe I need to become into play some more Halo single player. Like, I'm okay. I like the Halo
Yes, you
story, but
do.
I like it outside of Halo. I like the animes, like the movies, the games itself. Sometimes I kind of wish we would just get to the story, but multiplayer is hell of a fun, man. So Halo, I think Halo was one of the best things they showed off. I mean, the first thing they showed off though was Tomb Raider, wasn't it? I think that's what the first thing they showed off in their montage. Let me see if I can find the Tomb Raider footage.
The montage they showed a little bit of Tomb Raider, and then when they kicked off the show, it was pretty much Halo first.
Okay, so I need to find the Tomb Raider footage, but I guess we're right here, so we can talk about Tomb Raider anyway. So what did you think about Tomb Raider?
Let's see. Tomb Raider, Uncharted. Tomb Raider, Uncharted. Hmm. Um, Tomb Raider looks good. I'll still play it. I mean, I didn't really finish the first one though, but I mean, it looks really good graphically. It looks, oh my God, looks sexy.
Yeah,
I
graphically it
will
looks
still
good.
definitely get it.
Yeah, it's one of those
I'll
games that
still
I
get
would either rent or I will buy. Like, look, I'm a fan of Tomb Raider. I am, but I have a really big issue with the Tomb Raider games. Nathan Drake could get away with shooting and killing hundreds of thousands of people. I don't justify that for Lara Croft. Unless this game gets away from that, I think it should be about traversing, exploring, and I'll be more happy about that with the new Tomb Raider game. Just my personal experience and just opinion on this game. All right, so Jack, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and talk about another game that's coming out real soon. Rainbow Six. It was talked about at Ubisoft, but it was shown off at Microsoft as well. Yeah, I think we're gonna play this. Pretty sure.
Yeah. And I think I'm gonna go back and play Rainbow Six 1 and 2.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we don't even need to really say anything about this, guys. If you guys know us, like if you guys been subscribed to our certain channel for a long time, we are extreme Rainbow Six fans. We are tactical. Like we're like I wish there was Twitch and all this shit around back in the day because we are back to back playing this thing like we're a real SWAT team, man. Rainbow Six is our game, and we're gonna be playing the shit out of that. I've already talked to my friend Jem, and I'm gonna talk to Killer Snake. So me, Jack, Killer Snake, we already got a 4-man
Killer
squad.
thinks
We're gonna
he
go together.
Killer needs to shut up because he thinks he's better than us. He doesn't know what.
Oh my god, Killer could talk so much trash. Oh, here we go. Like,
Yeah.
if you're looking at the stream right now, showing that game with like the red-looking bird guy. It says "Meet Your Guardian." I don't know what to really think about this, other than the art style is really cool in a way, but I just don't know. What do you think, man?
That's about. I have nothing to say on it. I mean, just the art style looks really cool, like you were saying. That's it.
Yeah, like this is a game they showed
That's
they
it.
just showed the trailer for. They didn't really show lots of gameplay, and this maybe needed to be explained a little bit more in detail.
Yeah. You know what needs not to be explained with detail? I don't know. Dark Souls 3.
Dark
So.
Souls 3? Yeah, we could go to that right now, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's talk about that right now. The thing in the trailer, that big giant walking what the fuck that I just saw in the trailer. I would like to say I'm probably gonna be fighting that in the game, and we kind of figured that Dark Souls 3 was gonna come out eventually, but we weren't expecting that it was gonna come out like in early 2006. I mean 2006, 2016. Well, I can't wait for that. You know I'm going to be playing that. You're probably going to be playing that, and Killer's going to be playing that, and I'm pretty sure everybody else who's on chat, who's on watching, who likes Dark Souls, I'm pretty sure you guys do. We'll probably be playing that as well too.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I don't remember what part of the press conference Dark Souls is. I can open the video directly from YouTube just to show you guys, but yeah, that's too much effort to go through. Here we're looking at some Division gameplay, but we'll get to more Division and stuff. Oh, here we go. Now I found it. See, found it in the last second. I was like, I thought it was more towards the halfway through. So here it is. Some Dark Souls gameplay right here, guys. I really do think it looks pretty cool. I hope you do find everything from the trailer, just like you said, Jack. I think it looks like a lot of fun. Once
No,
again, guys,
I'm not ready.
I just want to give a shout out to everybody in chat. If you guys are in chat, if you guys can't help out the stream by donating through Patreon or PayPal, feel free to go ahead and share the video on Twitter, Facebook, with all your friends, and let them know that I'm streaming right now, guys. It really does support the channel. And let me talk about chat real quick. We should all be on Rainbow and team up. Hey, man, I'm Big Biki on the PS4, I'm Big Biki on the PC, and I'm Big Biki on the Xbox One, and I'm Big Biki on the Wii U. You guys can feel free to add me on any single platform, and I will game with you as soon as I have a chance. Steller, how about this? Steller, you know what? We actually, guys, if you guys are wondering how we're chatting right now, I'm gonna actually show you guys the secret. We're actually using an amazing technology called the PS4. So what I'm actually doing, Steller, if you're online right now, I'll join you into the party, and you can share your own opinion with us right now. If you're not, it's cool. If anybody else is in chat that wants to join us on the PSN to actually chat and tell us what you think about this E3 press conference, let us know. If you want to join Steller, I'm going to send you the invite. Join if you like. If you don't want to join, it's perfectly fine. It's up to you, bro. All right, so let's get back into Microsoft. All right, so what else happened?
Gears.
He said, what the fuck am I on right now? So yeah, Steller SG, if you want to join us in chat, feel free to join us on PSN, and we could talk about it. Talk about what you thought about Microsoft, EA, and everybody else. So
Gears of War.
Can I go first on that one?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Gears is one of the things that made me decide to pick up this Xbox One for my friend. I love the Gears games when you're playing with friends. It's a blast. You can have so much fun. The multiplayer, the chainsaws, the guns, the horde mode. It's just stuff for dreams.
Sorry if I interrupted. Biki.
Yes, what's up,
Biki,
bro?
you have no clue how much I was just like ripping my face off. Like the whole time I was like, oh my god, E3. Oh. I watch Microsoft.
Hold on. We gotta introduce you. Welcome, everybody. Chat. This is Steller SG directly from chat. We're live right now. He's here talking to us about E3, bro. Microsoft. Let's talk. Hold on. Before you even say anything, tell us what you thought about Sony, because Sony's what we talk about first.
Okay.
Yeah. Go.
Okay, so I don't know. Sony's one of those companies where they like the indie titles. You know what I mean? They'll surprise you with a couple things. Like a couple years ago, they talked about TVs, and people were bagging on them like that. This year, it was kind of like No Man's Sky, that T-Rex game that you're showing, which I actually liked. Like I thought it was beautiful. Then you got Call of Duty, like people thought were going to come. There were so many people that were hinting at that. And I actually thought there was going to be a lot more Vita support, because, you know, Vita's kind of that system that's out in the blue and no one really, you know, talks about it anymore. It's kind of that system that here it is, and then it left, like immediately just drops. It doesn't sell good.
It's the bastard child of Sony. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly. I thought overall they did a decent job, but they have a competitor, as in Microsoft, you know. What they have to watch out for is the HoloLens, in my opinion. The HoloLens was impressive as shit.
Oh yeah, that was.
We didn't talk about that. You know what? I almost forgot. I actually think that is a cool little technology that might be actually absolutely great for like card-based games or something like that. And I really would want to actually see more of that, even though we didn't get to really see it right now. Yeah, but keep going, bro. What else you thought about Microsoft? You're already talking about it right now.
Microsoft? Well, there was only two things I really thought of Microsoft. Like, you know, Halo. I'm not a big Halo guy. I played it a couple times. You know, I thought the graphics were enhanced, but, you know, it's kind of still the same thing. Maybe a better story. You guys probably know more about it than I do. That new IP they showed off, that the new game you're showing before that you're talking about with the orbs and the dog and the girl. I thought that was beautiful. I loved that so much. I was like, Destiny ? But then it was a new IP, and I thought it was good.
I thought the same
because
thing
it had that Destiny feel. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like,
because
Destiny question mark.
because it started out like kind of on a deserted planet. You see like the sand and then you're like, wait, is this like some type of Destiny spin-off? That's exactly what
Yeah.
jumped in my head. I thought like Sony lost the rights to Destiny exclusivity for a second. I'm like, oh snap! I literally was thinking
Which
like, so, oh snap shit. Hmm.
And like that's the same thing with Halo. Like I know Halo was originally created by Bungie, and I think they got bought out by Microsoft, right? Like Microsoft bought the whole exclusivity rights to Halo, and they have someone else making it. Am I correct? Or
Well,
Yeah.
no?
So what happened?
okay, go ahead.
I pretty much know what's going on. So Bungie had all the rights to Halo. Microsoft bought it. And then Microsoft went to 343, who was originally was doing. They were doing another project and said, "Hey, why don't you just take over Halo also?" So pretty much it was Bungie saying, "Hey, 343, take over the Halo because we're gonna work on Destiny." So that's pretty much
Yeah.
what just happened right over there. So
Like I was live streaming it. I also put it on my channel, but I had a couple friends in there talking with me, and we were like, I know this was originally by Bungie, but it looks exactly like Destiny, because it's got the same feel, kind of the same kind of genre going on there. Even though it's different games, they look the same.
Oh, definitely, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro. And don't forget, Steller, I'm gonna link you in the description and give you a shout out in the title to make sure that people know that you
Alright.
joined us today. All right, man. Definitely gonna shout you out. But we need to answer an important question here, real quick. Steller,
Alright.
what's your grade for Sony? A plus, B minus, C? What are you giving them, bro?
Well, on my personal scale for Microsoft, I gave them a D because they didn't really
Okay,
impress
ooh.
me. So,
Oh, shit.
I'm a COD fanboy, and you know that. I know you know that. So I'm gonna have to give them. I'm gonna have to give them at least like a C plus, because I thought they did huge with COD. Like they impressed the shit out of me. And
Well,
like, there's other indie titles that I liked, but otherwise, C
all right,
plus.
see, I like seeing that. I like seeing that. Your scores are a lot lower than ours have been so far, and I guess that's true because, like you're saying, I'm guessing for you, a lot of the titles didn't appeal to you as much as us. I'm guessing like a lot of these little smaller games weren't your thing. I'm just like making assumptions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So Jack, we didn't really give our grade for Microsoft, so I'm gonna let you go first, Jack, and then I'll go.
All right. I'm gonna give Microsoft an A on this one.
Wow.
They got the games that I wanted. Yeah.
Really?
They got the games that I wanted. They got the backwards compatibility that I fucking wanted for a while. So now I can actually buy my Xbox now. And yeah, I was actually quite surprised with their press conference. I was really impressed with them. Surprised. Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, that's a shock for me. Like I was surprised with Microsoft. Yeah, they got the games like I was saying. Yeah, they got the games. They got Halo. They got Gears. They got Fable. They pretty much got hands down what I wanted this year. So
do they have Dark Souls? Like, is that an exclusive IP, or is that kind of like they're showing it off?
They're just showing it off. It's going to be multi-platform. Because if Dark Souls was only for one exclusive platform, I think everybody will have a shit fit on that.
Because I saw that and I was like, what game is this? And when it came up Dark Souls 3, I was like, oh my god, fanboy.
Yeah, we said the same exact thing. We said the same exact thing also.
All right, for me, I'm gonna give Microsoft a solid B. I know I gave Sony a B plus. I really do feel that both of their conferences are very similar. They very much focus on games and not much on hardware. Sony did talk about their hardware in the form of Morpheus for their technologies, and HoloLens was for Microsoft, so you got like a counterpart right there. But both conferences focus on getting a bunch of games out there. I truthfully don't think both of them had enough exclusive titles, and that's kind of why I'm not giving them both a higher score in the A's like you are, Jack. But with that being said, they did a good job. It was both entertaining conference, and if they entertain me, that rises up the score. I'm not only basing them on the stuff they showed, if it was an entertaining conference for me. So there we go, guys. We got a D, an A, and a B right there. I think next up we're gonna
on it.
I think only thing else I want to mention for Microsoft is, do you guys think they will get back this Call of Duty license next year? Steller, go for it, bro.
Nope.
Now, I'm gonna quote the press conference. I watched it a couple times. They did say this is the start of, our relationship with Sony. So I honestly don't think it's a 1-year contract. Usually when they sign contracts, it's like for 3 years. So the last contract with Call of Duty, it was supposed to go up this year, but because Sledgehammer got thrown in there and made Advanced Warfare, they pushed it back. and that this could have totally changed how it turned out. Like it could have went back to Microsoft, but it honestly depends on how the cards play, you know, because Activision and Sony have been partnered with Destiny, and if that goes bad, you don't know what's really going to happen with the partnership. They could offer it to Microsoft again. It really depends on how the cards play out throughout the years, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I mean, we have seen stuff like this happen before. I mean, I swear to you, I always thought that good old Tomb Raider was a Sony franchise. I thought it would always be on first on the Sony platforms. And look, Microsoft has Tomb Raider. So you're right. Anything could change in the next, 12 months? It's more than 12 months to the next Call of Duty, which we know are not going to be coming from Treyarch. It's going to be coming from the other Call of Duty studio, which I can't remember who it is now because it's not only Infinity Ward.
It's Infinity Ward, then Sledgehammer again. But if it's Ghost 2, I'm not buying it. I didn't like Ghost 1.
I don't think it should be Ghost 2. I definitely do agree with that. I definitely do.
I didn't like it.
But, all right, guys. Yeah, go ahead. You have time.
I'm just gonna bring something up real quick from the Microsoft side. I think you made a video, but what did you think about them officially not announcing the team up with them in Oculus?
No, they did, but they didn't really say anything. Like that's my thing. They don't have enough info. Like if you're doing something with Oculus, whatever the heck you're doing, just talk about it already, man. I am so tired of hearing about these fucking VR helmets. I'm sorry for the person in chat if there's any kids. But you should be in bed. The point of the matter is they've been talking about all this VR stuff. Sony has, everybody has, and they really have not shown any hard details like what prices are, what exactly games are. Why do I need this? Yes, it's cool. It immerses you in the game. You can put on this helmet. Look at this little tech demo. Throw me out some real games that really support this. Throw me out exact pricing. Why I need to start saving for this, because I have not started saving for any of these devices yet. But look at Fallout. I already pre-ordered my Fallout 4 copy because I know I want it. But if they would have said, think about this. Okay. If Oculus would have went to Bethesda and said, hey, we want to put Oculus support in Fallout, I guarantee you I would be thinking about pre-ordering some freaking Oculus Rift right now. But they didn't do that. Just saying.
I feel like you're right though, because even if they're showing these off, you know what I mean? If they're showing them off, you gotta have raw proof that it's not going to become a Vita. You know what I mean? It's not just going to be there, you bought it, and it's not supported. I mean, evidently they're probably going to be updates, but they're not going to have the big third-party games unless they actually push them to and show them, the companies, why they need to have them on their VR helmet.
Alright, so I just need to do a quick update. Shenmue 3 is at 1.27 million. And next up, we're going to be talking about Ubisoft. Right now on the stream, guys, you guys are going to see some South Park. The Stick of... Wait, it's a new game. Steller, Jack, one of you guys go first. Are you guys excited to see a new South Park game coming out?
Oh my god. Dude, I'm doing a playthrough of Stick of Truth right now on my channel. I'm in... Hilarious. I think it's brilliant what they're doing, bringing a second game to it. I just want them to bring it to PS4 or next gen though. I don't want them to... They can put it on last gen if they want, but please, for heaven's sake, put it on the next gen. I just want to play it on next gen.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Jack, are you ready to be a South Park hero?
Ah, crap. Of course I am.
I love it, bro. I love it. Yes, you are. Yo, man, I was so... Talk about an unexpected game. I really didn't expect to see another one of these. I will be truthful. I never finished the first game, but that's because I rented it and I had to return it. But this new one, I'm going to make a conservative effort to finish this new one. I want to see what it's all about. So, I mean, some of the other stuff that Ubisoft talked about at their conference was Rainbow Six Siege, and they're actually showing off some of the story mode with some nice ass graphics. Steller, as you just joined us, what do you think about Rainbow Six Siege? Is that your type of game or no?
Dude, I'm excited. I play CSGO. The multiplayer looks like CSGO. I'm excited, bro. That's all I gotta say. Like, I'm probably gonna buy it. I don't even need the beta. I'm gonna buy it.
All right, Jack, we already heard from you about Rainbow Six, so Jack, you're gonna get a next game right now. The Crew, you're the only one that I know has bought that game. I passed on the Crew. Are you excited to see more Crew expansions, or you're done with the Crew?
I'm done.
I like
Wait, I have a question.
Simple to the point right there.
Is that an expansion or is that another game?
It's just an expansion to it.
It's an expansion.
Yeah, it's not really another game. It's just one expansion to it. That's about it.
Is it
Yeah.
doing
For a
good?
game that
Like, is
came
that
out-
game?
I don't know. For a game that came out last year, I don't know why they're not even making another. But yeah.
It didn't
Alright.
seem like it was doing good right away.
How about this, guys? The Division. Give me guys thoughts. The Division is something you want to pick up, multiplayer, online, open world, free to play game, kind of something like that.
Yeah. The thing looks
Um,
actually really cool. It has like a Last of Us kind of vibe to it, a little bit.
I need a
Yeah,
beta.
honestly, when I saw it 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe last year. I honestly, the first thing that I jumped to, I was like, Last of Us 2, because it just had that feel. And I know other people will diss on it, like Stone Fox Media right away. I know a couple years ago when it launched or whatever on E3, he was like, oh, it's so ashy, but it's really not. It looks like it's going to be a fun game. I wish I could get some more details about it or more gameplay, but I think I'll like it. I'm kind of an open world person, especially if it's got some nice story in it and it immerses me.
Yeah, I think I would definitely want to check it out. But truthfully, because they've delayed it so many times, I want to play the beta. And if I get into the beta, that's going to help me decide if I want to play this game. I'm just going to go to a question from chat. In chat, I was asked, what do I personally think about the Project Morpheus? If you guys are just joining me, I'm sorry about that, guys. Sometimes I forget that this is like a really long hour stream. We've already talked about the Morpheus, but let's go over it again for me. I personally think
You want me to keep?
Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to keep like a tab open so I can just keep you up to date with the chat?
Yeah. If anybody asks anything, just let me know. A lot of people dropped out of the stream,
All right.
but it's pretty late anyways. But what I was saying, guys, Morpheus, I think the idea and concept is perfectly fine, but there's not been no pricing. I need some hard details on equipment, how much it's going to cost, if it's going to use my headphones, it's going to have custom headphones. I want to know everything about this device so I can prepare to buy it, and I want to know that there's games in development that's coming out on launch. I do not want this to happen. I do not want the launch of the Morpheus, the Vive, or Oculus Rift that there's only like 3 to 4 games available to use this thing with. I want there to be a lot of high quality games. So I'm sorry, there will be a lot of downloadable indie games and crappy early access games on Steam. And if you guys don't know about crappy early access games on Steam, go watch Jim Sterling's YouTube channel. You will see some crappy early access game on Steam. And now the Xbox One, which we didn't even talk about, Xbox One now gets early access game. Oh, guys. So
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
yeah, I am not interested in buying those. Look, I'm not sure how you are, Steller, but I'm very against early access. I just really feel like get the game done and release the fucking game, or put out a beta that everybody could get in for free. How about that?
I feel like, I don't know, I feel like these new games, ever since PS3, when we have been able to get these updates, or, Xbox 360 age, I feel like the games have definitely slipped into being not finished when they launch, because the developers know that, one, they can charge for DLC, which gives them more money, which is okay. If you're releasing good content, I'm okay with that. And
Yeah.
two, they can release patches to update it. But I think if the game's not finished, they should definitely delay it, no matter what game it is. And, if they're taking too much time, maybe they need some help, you know what I mean? Like, The Division, evidently. Now that you got consumers questioning yourself, do I really want this game? It's been so long, it's been delayed so many times. Is it going to be worth it still?
All right, so we got a good question right now in chat. I'm gonna get to your question real quick.
All right.
But before we get to that question, let's talk about the game I'm showing right now on stream, which is the game called For Honor, which they showed off with a PS4 controller. So I'm probably sure this is gonna be another game that Ubisoft wanted to show off for PS4 focus, and it's basically a massively multiplayer sword fighting game. Does it interest you at all, Jack? I would figure it does, because it kind of has a Dark Souls feel to it as well. What do you think, bro?
Oh well.
Whoa, you're breaking up, bro. Bad internet connection.
Yeah, I was going to
Hold
say
on.
bad internet.
Yeah. You hear me now? Yeah. So it interests me a lot. I'll definitely play that.
Oh man, you kind of broke up there, but what's your thought about this, Steller?
It looks really interesting. I wish there would have been more gameplay per se, where I could actually see, kind of like Dark Souls 3. I wish there would have been more gameplay.
Oh yeah, they really need to show.
I don't
more
know
of
if
that.
I don't really know if it'll interest me, because I do play a lot of FPS first-person shooters. but it might be something where if it goes for the right price, or I'm bored one day and I want to pick something up, I might rent it, and you know, maybe it's a free to play or something like, and they add DLC to do it. I don't know.
Wait,
but it's interesting.
I think what might actually make you get into this game, if it's one of those games to watch on stream, because it's a multiplayer game with sword fighting, even if it's not something you might want to play yourself, it might be something entertaining to watch on Twitch, and it could become one of those weird games that a lot of YouTubers could pick up just to play with their friends and goof around with all the different type of weapons, spikes, spears, swords, and that's where I kind of have a vibe from this game. I think that I could just see like a PewDiePie versus his own other friends play this and just have a blast. I don't know why I'm getting that from this game, but that's just kind of what I get out of it currently. It could become one of those games that you just see YouTubers play like Pop Up. Could be crazy. You never know. You never know.
I see what you mean, man.
Sure. We have somebody else who's joining the party. Sure. What's the PSN? Whoa. What's
I'm gonna go grab my laptop and keep a tab open.
Big Biki. So we're gonna try to get somebody else in the party. All right. So let's answer that other question that we had before about my question is, with all the VR stuff, how long can you wear this thing before you head lightheaded? And I guess that is a pretty good question. Like how
5
heavy
hours.
is this thing? You say 5 hours? Put like this. All right.
5 hours.
I'm a person that wears glasses, and I don't even like wearing my glasses. So I will try my best to wear these VR headsets, and it's just going to be about comfort. You need to be very light. I am very picky on the headphones I use. I mean, I will use NV headphones if I have to, but they need to have comfortable headphones or allow me to use my own headphones. Wireless would help to keep on the weight of the device, but if it is wireless, that means you're going to have to put a battery. I mean, wireless would help to not have to have wires tangle yourself up, but if it has wireless, then it's going to have a battery, and that's going to increase the weight on your head. And is it something comfortable to play like on a chair, or do you have to lay down? There's a lot of questions, and I guess until they actually put these things in GameStops, which probably are too small, or Best Buy, so people could demo them, they're gonna have a really fucking hard time trying to sell these things without showing awesome games. That's where I go back to. Nothing else matters. And I know so many people who watch my video about Oculus Rift, and I'm sorry, I think a lot of those people in those comments who dislike that video has 30 something likes and like 40 dislikes. A lot of people who agree with me that it's all about games. The people who disagree with me is like, oh no, the developers, it's about the developers. Fuck that. If the developers can't make good games that convince people to buy these systems, then nobody is going to want to have them. Without great games to display why you want this thing, it doesn't matter how awesome the game is. So, just my opinion on Morpheus, Oculus Rift, all them shits. Games will sell it, not the hardware. You need to talk about the hardware and how awesome it is, but you need to show compelling games to sell the system. And that's why Sony showed Uncharted today, because they know even though Uncharted ain't coming out till 2016, if they show it, people are going to be excited enough to buy a PS4, and that's why they're not stupid. That's the same reason why Microsoft showed off Master Chief first, because that's a game that people want on Xbox. That's why, Jack, you're going to buy Xbox, because that's the reason. But if they want, Jack, at E3, if they didn't show Master Chief, I'm pretty sure you would be like, I'm not sure if I need an Xbox. Am I right?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. So I just went a little tirade, but VR has to show me games, and I'm not going to step away from that. Go ahead, Steller. Let me add this guy on.
Now, Biki, I totally agree with you with your whole rant you just did, but one thing I think you missed though is YouTubers. You see PewDiePie, you see all these bigger YouTubers, they get these VR headsets, and I think LAA didn't they send out like developer kits for one of the first VR headsets with the Oculus Rift? Like it was kind of like a beta mode. Didn't they do that, or was that someone else?
I know the big YouTubers get the VR headsets, but I don't remember who gets it. I know PewDiePie definitely has it. I definitely know that PewDiePie has it.
But anyways, where I was going with that is all it takes is one good game or seeing one big YouTuber do this, and it will sell. Now, games is a big thing to me, like especially games. If it doesn't have games, I won't buy it. I do see this thing ranging probably over the $100, you know, because I put so much time into it.
It's gonna be at least $200 minimum for any of them.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing. It was like $200, $300.
Yeah. Well, there was a rumor
Which is
from
why
Morpheus On some foreign site, they had it listed at $500 in conversion. I don't believe it's gonna be that
Jesus.
much, but it might be $500 over there, and then when you convert it over here, our price is gonna probably be around like $399. ACE, you just joined us in chat. Go ahead and mute the stream because it's gonna echo back to us. Like, are you with us now? Just go ahead and mute the stream.
Yeah, I already did. I meant to screen.
Okay, there you go, bro. There's a little bit of echo. But ACE, you just joined us, bro. What the heck do you think about? How do I keep hearing echo?
It's probably the TV.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just turn it down just a little bit.
Yeah.
But what do you think about Morpheus, Oculus Rift, and everything else like that, man? Let's hear it.
The Oculus Rift, I'm not really sold on it yet because the first question when they first announced these VR things, I was like, well, if you got the thing going, you know, you said for 5 hours, and like, you know, because the lightheadedness, because people might get lightheaded more than others, and I don't think big companies are just, they probably gonna sit back on the back burner and see what happens, you know, before they start making games for these big devices.
Oh, you definitely
That's
right,
what I
man.
prefer.
Are you gonna be picking up like if it's $300, $400? Is that a price for you? For me, it's not. I think it needs to be in the 200 range.
I think like for VR, I think it's a sit and watch. Like I would see, I mean, if that was me, I would I want to see what the indie developers could do first before you let the big, you know, the big name companies do it first.
Okay, I respect that. Okay, guys, we gotta take a quick little break. Sorry to cut you guys off. Shamu 3 is up to $1.3 million.
Wow,
Lord.
Wait.
Wow. I've been waiting for Shamu 3 since I had it on.
Biki, is that a movie? Is it Shamu 3? Is that the movie or is that a game?
That's the game.
I'm sorry, I've never played any of the Shamu games.
Oh, they're very
I
old.
might
I'm
be
not
a newer
surprised.
gamer.
No, I'm not surprised. The Dreamcast was only on the market for literally like one and a half years, so I'm not surprised you missed it. Really not.
Okay.
But,
I had a Sega Dreamcast.
I have a question in chat. Which was your favorite press conference? Well, that's what we kind of get in here, guys. But you guys should already know it's Bethesda. We're gonna get to it anyways. But let's actually move on to EA. We didn't talk about EA, so let me just bring up some gameplay for EA.
Oh, I saw that.
And let's see what EA had to offer at E3 2015. Real
Facts.
quick.
That's a
All right,
Need for Speed?
you started off.
Facts.
Mass Effect. Go ahead, talk about it. You started it off.
fuck yes. I'm waiting. Want it. Now. That's all I gotta say.
All right, I like Mass Effect. Anybody else have something to say about Mass Effect?
Bring it on. That's all I could say. Bring on Mass Effect. Just bring it. I got them all. I got them all. Got all the collections. I just want it to be good. Just make the ending good. Cause
Thank you. Thank you. Someone agrees with this. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I've never played any of those Mass Effect games. I've never played them. Need for Speed, I thought it actually had amazing graphics. I was impressed. I don't know if it would be something I'd play, but it looked good.
I like the customization.
Yeah, that's one thing I was mentioning in my stream. They went highly in depth with the customization. Like anything on your car now, you can customize it.
Yep.
It's about time.
Alright, guys, just let you know, Steller and ACE, I'm shouting you guys out in the title of the stream. So you guys have some love if you guys want to refresh it. So you guys know that you guys are able to join me. Next up, we already had talked about Star Wars, but you know what, Steller, we didn't get to hear what you think about Star Wars. It's a first-person shooter and a third-person shooter. Is that going to appeal to you at all?
Dude. When I went into this when I went into the press conference, I kind of knew that they were going to show it off. Now, when they said no space battles, I was kind of bummed out because the original ones had a lot of space battles, but honestly, with what I saw, there was a lot of action, and it looks like you can fluidly move through doing different things like attacking warships, throwing grenades, capturing objectives, and you know there's different battles within the air on this map that you're playing through, and I thought it was very entertaining. I thought it appealed a lot. It even may push me to pre-order it, even though I've never really, you know, been a high in-depth gamer. I played like some of the PS2 ones, but I think this would appeal to me because it's like a first-person shooter, and I know the Star Wars background.
I think you would actually enjoy this game. I think this is going to be a game that more people could enjoy rather than not. They're going to make it pretty easy for anybody to jump into it because it's a Star Wars game, so I definitely do think about that. Anybody here really cared about any of the sports games announced, Madden, you know, anything about that, or that wasn't you guys' things? Just wondering.
I mean, one of my friends was actually looking for the new Madden and the NBA Live, I think it's called. And one thing he had to comment was the NBA Live looked like they're pretty much taking the route 2K takes. NBA 2K takes, like it kind of looks like they're stealing the scripts or the animations just look the same. Now, that's not their fault. The community is just asking, you know, for things that 2K is doing because that's all they know. They know that they want this improved for the game, and they're just doing what they want, the people want. Because I know they listen to the crowd, like any other developer.
It's smart business. You see them doing something that works and your franchise sucks, you're gonna have to try to incorporate some of the stuff from the competitor. Unfortunately, EA has been doing pretty bad with their basketball games, and 2K has taken that away from them. So it's about time they listen to their fans and put in the features they want. They want the face scanning to work correctly, and now that they have that mobile app, which I'm sure you guys saw, that looks like it does a pretty good job, even though the segment they did for that was pretty cheesy. We go all say that.
Yeah, that was pretty salty.
Yeah, that was pretty cheesy, but it looks like it works. And I mean, I think the sports fans were represented very well from EA. I think they actually do a pretty good job with most of their sports games. The sports game that I personally like, which you guys might be finding surprising, is their NHL hockey game. I actually love playing the hockey games. It's really weird, but I just really like those games. I used to play football for years in high school and middle school. Because of that, I actually hate playing football on video games consoles because I feel it's not real enough.
Really?
Yeah, I fucking hate Madden. I don't like playing Madden. I don't like Madden. But if I'm gonna play Madden, I probably would just go get a real football and go play football because it pisses me off.
I mean, Madden hasn't been. From my knowledge, Madden hasn't been the same since the PS2 era.
It hasn't. No, there's no knowledge about. You are correct.
Like,
Madden hasn't been the same. Go ahead.
The last Madden I played was with Madden 2004 with Mike Vick was on the case.
Madden hasn't been the same, and so hasn't been Live. Only thing that I think they've been doing a pretty decent job on is FIFA. So the FIFA games have been pretty good. I've only played them little by little here and there during college and, like, you know, when I go to the Best Buy and they have it on the TV. But that's about it.
FIFA's another thing though that's been getting pretty big within the last year. You see a lot of the FaZe clan, which is a huge sniper clan within Call of Duty. They play a lot of it. A lot of FIFA people are big into it. There's a lot of big FIFA YouTubers like any other game. But one thing that they need to fix within that game is the coins. They messed up in FIFA this year. They just need to bring it back. Let the YouTubers do their thing. You know what I mean?
Hey man, I'm sure you watched Keemstar. I'm sure you saw that video that Keemstar made about the coin sellers and all that, right?
Yeah.
That was some funny stuff, man. I really gotta like, you know, a lot of people hate on him, but he's entertaining. I was gonna say something. This is something that might be a little controversial because I know a lot of people hate his videos. He said something on one of his videos that I so agree with. YouTubers should be entertaining above anything else. If I'm not entertaining you guys right now by having you guys on the screen talking about video games, then I'm not doing my job. Sharing important information is correct, but you should guys have some fun here with us. And Keemstar does that with his videos. He makes you enjoy watching him eat popcorn.
Right. Yeah, I love his videos.
All right, let's wrap it up for EA. EA didn't show really much else other than Mirror's Edge. Oh, go ahead.
They showed one of my games I stick close to my heart. I've been playing for a while. What? Garden Warfare 2. I can't wait. Like my friends, they're all like, "Oh, dude, you're kidding. I don't care. I can't wait. It looked good."
I really forgot about that one. I won't lie. I'm not saying it's a bad game because I own Garden Warfare 1, but I just haven't really played much of it yet. I've been too busy.
is so good.
And
It's
you
so
can
good.
transfer your characters over too.
You know what, Steller? We're gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play a match of that one of these days. All right, on stream. I'm gonna be streaming
Yeah,
one of
we
these days.
will.
I'm gonna, yo guys, hit me up and let me know. I'll play. I'll jump. I'm gonna download it on my PS4, and we're gonna have to get me in a match and see what that shit's all about. All right.
Yes,
Alright,
you
so
will
Jack-
love it. You will love it.
All right, Jack. Leave it off for EA. What you thought about Mirror's Edge?
I thought it actually looked pretty cool. That's something I will definitely get.
Yeah, I'm thinking about picking that one up too.
I thought, yeah, it looks pretty fly actually. I won't lie, I like the first one.
I won't lie too. I sucked at the first one, but I still want to play the
Well,
new
that's the
one.
truth.
Hey, I keep it real, man. I like something about it just kind of messed with my head, but I still wanted to try it
Yeah,
out.
it's the same. It's the same exact way how I'm gonna bust your ass in Halo. Just saying.
Oh God, you know
Oh,
what? I
we
can't
got a
wait till Halo
1v1
comes
going
out.
down.
Ooh,
And
the
you know
fighting
what?
words.
We're gonna have some
Same
matches.
exact way. I'm gonna kick your ass in Halo, and when Star Wars comes out, my team is gonna beat yours.
Yeah,
That's
it
about
doesn't
it.
matter. I'm gonna kick your ass like in 2 weeks when Blaze Blue comes out on the PS4.
Ah! You're funny.
No, I'm not funny.
Oh shit.
Real quick
Yeah,
right
I'll
now.
pay to watch that.
Yo, we're gonna be playing. You don't need to pay. It's gonna be free on YouTube. Live stream every single day.
I'll be there with my popcorn. I'll be there with my popcorn.
Oh shit, we got some questions in chat about MGS5. Let me read this real quick. Did MGS5 have a spot on Microsoft press conference? That was surprising, but not really. MGS5 didn't really have a spot anywhere except for after the live stream. They were like shown in montages, and I think this is a downfall of Konami. Really, they didn't even bother to have somebody show up for the press conference to show off their game because for fuck sure it ain't gonna show up at Nintendo's press conference. It's not gonna be there.
That shit will be funny as hell.
Oh my god, exclusive.
Like, what the fuck you guys doing here? Oh my god, I'll shit a brick.
Oh,
Konami
God.
did. They're the ones that just canceled PT, right? And
Yeah.
Yep.
that whole game. Oh, I'm so pissed at them. I love that game.
We got another question in chat. Did they show off Mad Max?
Right.
Mad Max was not shown off.
Nope.
I don't know what's up with that, guys. I just don't
That
know.
was supposed to be a launch title too for PS4.
Yeah, I do
Remember that,
know.
Biki?
Yeah, I
It was supposed
do
to be
remember.
launch.
I don't know. But let's wrap up it for EA so we can go ahead and talk about what's it called again? Bethesda. So for EA personally, guys, I'm gonna give EA a whopping C. The reason for that, guys, is not that any of the game was negatively bad. I just think that they showed enough new IPs, and that's what I wanted from EA. Fuck the sequels, fuck the franchises we already know. We already know about the Maddens. If they're gonna even do sequels, why not give us a FIFA Street? Why not give us an NBA Street? You know, stuff that we
Ooh,
haven't
I haven't seen
seen.
those franchises.
Yeah, you know, like some type of blitz game. If you want to know, for the people who are sports fans who are into more arcadey type sports, we're out there. I would love to play a FIFA Streets. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. That's not a market that's covered right now. Next up from EA, Star Wars. They fucking milk the shit out of Star Wars. They have too many stuff coming from Star Wars right now. Just keep it focused on Battlefront. I really need Star Wars everywhere. They're making a lot of Star Wars games, so I just think like just focus on one thing right now, especially Disney too, milking the shit out of that franchise. It kind of bugs me. That's just a personal thing. I know that's not the EA's fault in general. That's really Disney's fault, but fuck it, I'm blaming EA because why not? And Garden Warfare, I think they could have did a better job of showing a lot more gameplay of that. It's a game that a lot of people did like. They showed some of it, but I think they could have gone in more in depth. They could give that more chance. And they should have actually released Plant vs. Zombie 3 because fuck Plant vs. Zombie 2 because that's just crappy ass mobile bullshit free to play game. And
Oh yeah,
EA
I
for
don't like that. I think it's
that
stupid.
pissed me off so much because I really like Plant vs. Zombie 1, but 2 was crap. So I'm giving them a C right there because they showed some awesome stuff, but it was a mid-to-road conference and it was actually boring. So C for me. What about you, Steller, first?
I don't know. Honestly, I'm gonna give it a C minus because they had Battlefield and I kind of like that. It kind of gave me a reason to kind of try it out and play it. They had Garden Warfare, but those are the only two things I really liked. E3 or Mirror's Edge, the new one that's coming out. That one kind of was really pretty, and I didn't really play the first one, so I'll probably watch it on YouTube playthroughs. Otherwise, the mobile thing, I had people on my stream saying, you know, F mobile, and you know they shouldn't put that in an E3 press conference, which I totally agree. They're showing off some Despicable Me minions playing like a Clash of Clans type style game. I was like, what is this? And then you know, the sports
I forgot
stuff.
about
They showed
that.
off golf. a new golf IP. Like, I really want to play golf on my PS4. Yeah, so it
Yo,
kind
unless
of
it's
got
Mario
boring and I
Golf,
kind of
I'm
fell
gonna
asleep.
pass. All right, ACE.
Like, bro, 1v1 me in golf.
Hit it up. What do you give EA?
EA, I don't know. I'm gonna go with a C as well, just like you
Mhm.
did, because simple fact is, I feel like they played it too safe.
Yes, that's a good word for it.
I feel like they played it too safe. Yeah, they showed off Mirror Edge and Battlefront, but I feel like, I don't know. I feel like something was missing. Like something was just missing. Like while I was watching it, it's like I was kind of falling asleep a little bit because I felt like it's like, what are y'all doing? Like where's the? I feel like they're getting the small stuff out the way.
Yeah, you're right, man. You're right. Jack, did I already ask you what your score was or no?
No, not yet.
Go ahead, bro.
D.
Hey, you know what?
D.
After hearing you guys talk, I'm almost agreeing with Jack because you guys reminded me of the stupid minion stuff. And damn, that's pulling down my score. So I'm gonna steal Jack's score and then I'm gonna go down between that and make it a C minus. So go ahead, Jack. Why did you pick?
Yeah.
Why did you pick?
They didn't show any new IPs like I was agreeing. They played it too safe.
Mhm.
And just the only thing they just milked off was Battlefront. That was pretty much about it. And I didn't see anything else that like got me into it. That'd be great if they brought back, I don't know, Dead Space again.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you know, I would never see that ever again. So
Damn, man, you're bringing up franchises I forgot about. Dead Space, Visceral Games. Wow.
Yeah, after what they did, after how bad Dead Space 3 went, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, Dead Space 3 went bad, but then they gave them a crappy job of doing this new Battlefield game that some people love and some people fucking hate. And I mean, I saw the story of the
That's true.
Battlefield Hardline, and I'm really, that Battlefield Hardline story was not up to par of Call of Duty whatsoever.
Yeah, because Battlefield, like when Batman comes out, Battlefield Hardline is gone.
Yeah.
Pretty
It's
much.
gone. Yes,
Yep.
it's gone.
All right, guys.
Wait, Hardline had a story? I thought that was just all multiplayer.
Nope. Hardline had a story.
See, you confused a lot of
I
people.
didn't hear about it at all. Must
No,
not have been
that-
impressive.
That's not your fault. That is EA's fault. That is literally EA's fault. Now,
I thought
huh?
EA would at least show like Battlefield 5. I would thought, but you know,
It's usually an every other year thing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Well, here we go. I'm leaving the best for last personally. At least I think it's the best. Bethesda E3 2015. Let me see if I can.
All
get
right, we
some
don't need to
footage.
talk about it. No, we don't need to talk about it. We'll just give the grade right now. They're getting a fucking A+++++++++.
I'm gonna give them like Devil May Cry. I'm giving them a S.
Ooh.
Yeah, we'll give them a triple S. We'll give them a triple S.
S.
How's that?
You know what?
Triple
I'm gonna
S.
have to agree with that.
Super
I'm
stylish.
giving them hyper super stylish right now,
stylish.
man. Yo, I really do agree. I think that Bethesda seriously got an A+ from me, guys. There's only one thing that pissed me off about Bethesda. There's two things, but it's so insignificant that I think they have to get A+. I'm just gonna talk about it real quick, and then you guys give it. Things that piss me about Bethesda is the Fallout Shelter game. They only launched it on iOS first, and we still don't know when the release date is for Android. So that kind of sucks for Android gamers. But besides that, and besides the fact that the Elder Scrolls Online, the Elder Scrolls card game had no gameplay, those are the only two negative things. But Fallout, oh my God, does that look good? What did you like? ACE, I mean, Steller, what do you guys know about Fallout?
When I saw Fallout,
the new one?
when
4?
Yeah.
yeah,
I think it's gonna be interesting. I mean, I heard people bitching about graphics, but what I saw
Fuck them.
was, dude. Honestly, the first thing that I thought about when they brought that that like big robot exosuit out, I was like, Call of Duty's getting an upgrade? Question mark. But no, I thought it was interesting. Do you think it's gonna be story based only, or do you think it's gonna be like a multiplayer type thing?
They basically confirmed that it's only gonna be Single player, I don't have no idea that they would actually put any multiplayer because he did a little interview with Jeff Keighley and he was saying that he's going to be mostly focusing on single player, which I really do believe that he's really telling the truth right there.
Which is good because we don't need another Assassin's Creed Unity.
No, we do
I
not.
don't want no multiplayer. I do not want no multiplayer in my Fallout.
How about this, guys? Are you guys glad to hear that mods from the PC will be able to come to Xbox One and for PS4 as well next year?
God.
So, yeah. All those crazy
You
mods.
keep bringing up good shit, man. I flipped out. I was like, finally, someone gets console people. Like, I get that some mods can be damaging to a game, but especially one that you're just playing by yourself, that can be a big changer. If you just want to mess around and say you beat the story, where are you gonna really play? Like, look at what is the new Second Son. Second Son came out. I played it for about 5 hours, beat the campaign, never touched it since. If there would be mods per se, I might have played it again, and that gives more time played on the game and more, you know, possible YouTube videos that people want to bring out, and which gets people to buy the game. You know, more copies sold. You know, more advertisement.
Dude, you couldn't be more right. Second Son was my second favorite game of 13? I think when it came out? Or 14, I don't even know. But that was one of my
14,
second favorite games. 14, oh yeah, second favorite games of last year. And the reason it wasn't first is because of content. I love playing the story mode, but yeah, after I beat the game, I really didn't go back. I didn't go and get all the blast shards. But something like that with mods would have really did a big job. Just this is crazy, but what if it was able people make custom levels or sometimes custom things for the Order 1886? Like, thought about how short that game was. If people were able to make content for that game, they would have went so much farther in it. Just idea. Jack, you've been silent. So Fallout, what's your thoughts?
I want Fallout now.
Like, Jack could tell you guys, I am literally an encyclopedia for Fallout New Vegas and like Fallout 3. So when they announced this, I kind of already knew this was one of my game of the year, and for E3 at least. So yeah, if this game comes out and unless it's like super buggy on PC or PS4, because let me put it like this, guys. I own Fallout 3 on the PlayStation 3. I owned it twice on the PC. I owned it on my laptop that I forgot my Steam password to. Then I bought it again on my another PC with another Steam ID, and I had it on the Xbox on that like the complete edition. So yeah, I like myself some Fallout. I like some Fallout.
Yeah, I was gonna say you like that game.
Well, that's like
yeah, a lot.
I have 2 copies of Borderlands 3 right now sitting next to me for the PlayStation 3. I got Borderlands 3 downloaded on my PlayStation 3. I got Borderlands 3, I think 3. Sorry guys. Borderlands 2 downloaded.
Yeah, I'm about to say what the hell.
I wish. Borderlands 2 downloaded on my PS4 Enhancement Collection, and I got Borderlands on my PC. So yeah, Borderlands fan. Those are the 2 games that I own multiple copies of. Like, I'm sure you all have a game franchise that when a developer comes out with DLC and content for the game, you are okay buying that content and supporting the developer because they did a good job making the game. Steller, maybe for you it's Call of Duty. For me, it's Fallout and Gearbox's Borderlands franchise. Those 2 I will always support.
What about Witcher though? Like, or Elder Scrolls Online? Like, does that play a role in your game of the year, or you know, if this game comes out flawless, it's going to be your #1?
No, Elder Scrolls Online, I played it. It's a good game, but it's definitely not like going to play a role in it. I mean, like everything else, it's interesting you're saying right now, but I can't consider them the same. Fallout will be so much better than that game. I can already see it. I'm looking at it right now. Elder Scrolls Online is its own different experience. I've been playing it a lot, but it's not enough to really say near my game of the year. I don't think there's any other RPG, and talking about Witcher I like because of the story element, but truthfully, what I'm already seeing from Fallout, it makes me look like I'm gonna like Witcher, because Jack and me have the same problem with Witcher, and if you guys never played Witcher, Witcher's controls are fucked. The walking controls and the movement controls, Geralt goes from walking slow to being a freaking tank that goes like 1,000 miles per hour, and it really is disorienting playing the game. So as much as it's fun to like kill enemies when
Been
you
saying that for years.
Oh, see, this is my first Witcher game, so I didn't even know about that problem. I didn't even know about it, man.
Wait, it's been a problem through all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, man. Like, they just need to get the
That's when a
movement control.
developer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they're supporting the games with free DLC. I've downloaded some of the free DLC, but free DLC doesn't fix your fucking control problems. It really doesn't, man. It really, really
No,
doesn't.
it really doesn't.
But
Um,
yeah, we basically reviewed it. We've been going for a pretty long time right now, guys. Tomorrow we're gonna have some Nintendo, Square Enix, and
Square Enix.
yeah, Square. Let's talk about for Square Enix real quick. Jack, you know the most about Square. What do you think you're gonna see from that conference?
We better see some fucking Kingdom Hearts, or I'm gonna be pissed.
You're not.
I'm gonna
It's
say
about
you probably
time.
might.
Yeah,
You
probably
should
might.
though.
Yeah, you probably should.
Now Biki, I want to talk about something real quick though. What about Life is Strange, Episode 4, or maybe even a new game that might be rolling out soon? I love that game.
Yeah, you know I like that game too. I would actually be very happy if they said like available today, the next episode of Life is Strange. That would be awesome to me. I don't see we're gonna see another game like Life is Strange from Square because for some reason I really feel like this was like an experiment for them and they weren't really ready to make another series entry. So if we're gonna see anything like Life is Strange again from Square, I don't think we're gonna see it till later on this year at Tokyo Game Show or maybe like next year. That's just my personal thought.
Don't say that. I love that game so much.
You
It's
know,
my favorite game.
I understand, like we're gonna get the new episodes, but I just don't see that. Like I feel like this was an experiment for them. They were trying to see if they could go into this and make it work, and because it worked, they gotta sell all the episodes, and then they're gonna come back with something even bigger. Like this is my thoughts. If Life is Strange does good enough, what we will see down the line, guys, we're gonna see a Life is Strange style game coming from something like Final Fantasy. So you could like the Final Fantasy characters, like in a heavily story-based game like that. That's just my thoughts on something that could possibly happen.
I would buy it too because Life is Strange. It's that kind of game where you don't really do much. Like it's kind of like a walking simulator. I think you've said that before. But the story is so heavy where it makes you feel like you're there, and it gets you immersed. And I've had like 10 to 20 people on the stream before immersed, just telling me like, "Oh my god," it's just one of those games where it's like, it's easily to get just like really into it.
Oh yeah, one thing, just for everybody in chat, I understand some of you guys gotta go sleep. That's perfectly fine, guys. It's getting really late in the morning for some of you guys out there, especially if you're in Europe. It's like really early morning. So feel free to go to bed. Anybody can go to bed. This video will be archived on YouTube for everybody who missed parts of it. I want to thank once again for Steller, ACE for joining me. Jack, you're an asshole because I'm gonna beat you in Fallout, and Fallout. I mean, wow, Fallout. I wish. Not really. Actually.
No, you can't beat anybody in
War,
Fallout, but I mean,
Gears of War?
no, you're not gonna beat me in
Halo?
Gears. No, just calm down. Just calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm beating Blaze Blue too. Listen.
Calm down. Calm down. Calm down.
Let
I'll
me
beat
say-
your ass in Naruto.
Only thing I really want to see from Square, other than like Life is Strange, and I would actually like to see something that we haven't seen in a very long time, a Crystal Defenders game, which you guys might not know about, but it's like a strategy tower defense game that came out a few years ago. And you may not know about this, but it's one of the first games that was on my channel that they hit over 1,000 views. One of those videos even got 10,000 views, and this was when I had fucking 100
Wow.
subscribers. And it's hard to get a video with 10,000 views when you have 100 subscribers. The reason for that is because I did walkthroughs where I did 100% strategies on how to beat the game. And for some reason, I was really into that game, and the concept of it is, tower defense, you have to stop enemies from getting to the end of the lane. But this was before iOS came out. This was when everybody had iOS games, a bunch of fucking downloadable games all over the place. So seeing a tower defense game was kind of original. Nowadays, a new tower defense game is all over the place. There's a lot of mobile games, and this game didn't have no microtransactions. You just bought the game and play it. But that probably won't happen again. They're gonna put it out free to play with a bunch of fucking upgrades and bullshit fucking microtransactions because fuck EA for making that happen with Planet vs. Zombie and everything else. I like EA, but I gotta say fuck them sometimes, man. I really do.
Square Enix.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're going to see any new IPs from Square Enix, or do you think they got their hands full?
From them or
I think they
from
got their
the
hands
studios they own, like IDOS or something.
Generally the studios they own.
Yeah, I think we'll see something from the studios they own. They own enough studios now that they will see something from the people who made Sleeping Dogs might be coming out with something new. But Square themselves, I don't think they really going to be doing anything too big in the house because they're already working on Kingdom Hearts. They got Final Fantasy. They got the Final Fantasy MMO. I mean, some people are predicting we might see the next Final Fantasy game. I'm like, come on, man, they haven't even put out 15 yet, so that's too much stuff to
They're,
give.
Nah, it's too
we're
soon.
not even gonna see Final Fantasy 15. They even stated that they're not. It's not gonna be here.
So that's gonna be
So
a
most
Tokyo
likely
Game
we're
Show.
probably gonna see. Yeah.
Pretty
So most
much.
likely we're probably gonna see Deus Ex. We're probably gonna see Kingdom Hearts. We're gonna see Final Fantasy Online 14. And then when you guys are saying from all the other studios that they have, they're gonna start putting out. They're gonna start some new stuff with that. I could be wrong. They could be like, oh, here's Final Fantasy 15. But I mean, they already stated that already. That's not gonna be there. So.
Hey man, I'm agree with you, bro. I'm agree with you. Well, I want to give a shout out to everybody in chat. Thank you guys for joining us today. We're gonna keep it a wrap right now. There's only one last thing to do before we leave. Thank you guys for all watching, and shout out Shemu. Shemu is now at 1.37 million. It will hit 2 million before the end of this morning. Holy shit, we're gonna get a new Shamu game. That is insane. I can't even believe that's actually really happening. We're gonna get a new Final Fantasy VII remake. What the fuck? Where in the world could that even
Yo,
be
the
possible?
when I when yo when
Hmm?
I was watching the conference like when they showed Final Fantasy VII remake like I literally cried like that's my childhood right there like that was the first game I got on my PlayStation like
Mm-hmm.
literally like I literally cried like it was like it took y'all from when y'all revealed the PS3 until now like
Wow.
wow, it's actually happening. Like then I told my girlfriend, she was like, "You're
Mm-hmm.
bullshitting." No, it's really happening.
Like, yo, I'll bet you.
Shit, I told mine, and mine just says, I told mine, and she was just like, "Aw, you're such a loser." And I'm like, "Shut up."
Like no, it's like when I told her like they're making. She was like at first she was like stop playing with me, like stop playing, stop lying. And then when she saw it, and then she cried too, like.
Yes, I'll give
Yeah,
Sony
I
that,
mean, it's one
man.
of those.
Go ahead.
It's the same exact thing. I grew up with one of those games too. I mean, I got that with my PlayStation. That and Resident Evil 2 was pretty much my both two games I got with it, and I wouldn't be surprised if when I see Resident Evil 2 remake. But when I saw Final Fantasy, I was like, yeah, that's it. Finally, thank God they listened.
Actually, before we go, I actually got one interesting question to ask everybody. If you guys, was there any games you were expecting from Sony, Microsoft, EA, any of the people who talked so far that you thought you would see that didn't get announced and you kind of disappointed? Or you think everything they showed was basically what you expected?
What happened? What happened to that last E3 for Microsoft? What happened to that game Spellbound?
Oh, I think it's called Scalebound. I did that. I said the
Yeah.
same thing earlier today. I don't know. What I'm guessing happened to that is the same thing that happened to that other card-based game, like the one that they were bringing back that they shut down the studio for. I'm guessing
Yeah.
they wanted to focus this for the Japanese, but they realized they ain't selling no system in the Japanese market, so now they're just gonna be like, yeah, we'll put it out whenever. I truthfully don't think that game is ready. Like they shouldn't have shown it so early in the first place. I think they were just showing it because they wanted to make people think that they had games coming out for 2015 that were exclusive, but people are fucking idiots. I'm just saying because a lot of people are like, "Oh, Microsoft will win the year." I'm like, if you guys really think about it, Microsoft has not come out with that many exclusive in the first 6 months of this year, so they could shut up all about that shit because Sony, even if you didn't like the order, if you didn't like the games that Sony put out, they got more exclusive. And whether or not you think that it matters, it does matter for people buying consoles. So Microsoft showing these games that are exclusive and not actually putting them out matters. So you should show Scalebound and not putting it out. Well, that's a game you don't have out.
Yeah, cause Quantum, they didn't even show Quantum Break, but they said they're showing Quantum at Gamescom or whatever. I forgot which event.
Yeah, it's
They said
Gamescom,
they're
but
showing
it's
it.
delayed to 2016.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games that's delayed
Yeah.
2016.
I mean, even Uncharted, the game we use.
I mean, oh, like it's a couple of games that from each conference that were missing, but I can't think of them right now. They'll probably come to my head tomorrow.
Oh, that's
Like,
how
it was
it
a
always
lot.
is, man. You know what's funny? Right now we're showing some Destiny gameplay. Thinking about all the delayed games, it actually does help out something like Destiny because Destiny is gonna have these expansions coming out exactly like in September, right around the right time when there's not really nothing big hidden right away, and then the people who are bored are just gonna pick back up Destiny and keep playing that game. Jack, anything you wanted to see that didn't show up?
What the fuck was Ratchet and Clank at?
Oh, that got delayed. So
Yeah, I
think
know
so
it
did
got
the
delayed,
movie.
but Still, what the fuck is
They
it?
Oh,
showed it
you know-
in, like,
you know
in a
what that was?
montage
That-
for 2 seconds.
Yeah,
I
like
don't
a
give a
segment,
shit.
like a little segment.
I don't give a fuck. What the fuck is it?
I can't answer that.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's stuck in the works.
Wait.
Yeah, pretty
Didn't
much.
didn't they show a demo on YouTube like before
Yeah,
E3?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
but
did.
I still like
was
to see
gonna
the
say
guy.
that.
Or that was a leak? Like people said that was a leak, or that was like, I don't know. They said
And
some
And
people
I
said
was
it was a
surprised. It
leak.
looked good.
Stellar, anything
Yeah,
you
it
missed
looked
out
good.
of?
I mean, not in particular. I didn't really, think, anything. No, they didn't really miss anything that I was looking for. Possibly they might be showing off Destiny 2 because the cycle is that they're gonna come out with Destiny, every other year or so on, because they're gonna come out with like 4 different games. But otherwise, I thought they might mention. I think I heard a rumor that they might be bringing H1Z1 to PlayStation after said and done, but that might be a couple of years. But that would have really struck my interest if that would have come.
You're right. You're definitely right. Oh, you know what? You know, the funny thing, we talked about a lot of stuff, but there's one thing we didn't talk about, and I'm gonna give you guys my game. They actually did mention Titanfall at Xbox. They didn't spend much time on it, but Xbox is still gonna be getting some stuff for Titanfall. And another thing that's happening at Xbox right now, anybody who has an Xbox One could download all the games from EA Access, early access thing, and play those games.
Oh, the Vault.
Yeah, the Vault. There you go. I couldn't remember the name of it. I don't have Xbox Live Gold right now. I only have Silver because I just got the console. I'm gonna check and report back tomorrow and know if Silver members get that too, because you really can't do shit really with an Xbox One on Silver. I feel like I'm like
Nah, you really
locked out
can't.
of the system right now.
I don't know.
But,
It's just something about EA. It's something about EA Access. It's something about EA Access like that just scares me.
Why you say that? I was like,
It's
like,
something
what-
just. I don't know. It's just something like it's something like I don't know. It's something like it's good so far,
yeah.
but knowing typical EA, when they see something good, it's like they just get frantic and then they start throwing all these different things at you and you be like, wait a minute, pause, slow down, EA,
Yeah,
slow
you're
down.
Hey man, there's a master at putting out a game and having a billion-1 store exclusive like pre-order bonuses bullshit. Like you have to go to Best Buy, GameStop, Game, or wherever the hell you live in the world for all this stuff. It's too much stuff to try to follow around. And like, I already stated it, they're the fucking worst at microtransaction. They do it absolutely horribly. And I just don't support that shit. But the thing that I'm missing from E3 2015, and specifically coming from Activision and Sony, I was really hoping that they will show up on stage and announce that Crash Bandicoot is coming back to the PlayStation franchise, because that's a game from my franchise. While you guys were playing the hardcore Final Fantasy VII, my dumbass as a little kid was sticking over there and didn't get it. I really could not get into RPG games back then. For some reason, my brain was just not into it. I was playing Resident Evil and Crash Bandicoot as a kid. I don't know why.
Crash Bandicoot on the Xbox or the PS1. That was
Yeah,
where
Crash
it was.
Bandicoot on the PlayStation 1 and Resident Evil 2 were my games. And I would have really loved to see Crash Bandicoot come back as a mascot for Sony, but that just doesn't seem like it's going to ever happen right now.
Oh, brain blast. About that, if Sony has a good good relationship with Activision, Sony can talk their way into using Crash and Spyro.
Make it okay. I'm
Like
listening.
just the way like Bungie does with Activision to make Bungie make Destiny and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why Sony can't do that with Activision to make Spyro and Crash Bandicoot? Heck, do a little team up with Spyro and Crash Bandicoot team up like together in one game.
Has something like that ever happened? You would think it would have happened at one point.
I
can't remember
mean,
a game like that.
going to Skylanders kind of teamed up with Spyro. I mean, when it first launched, that was their whole thing, was like Spyro. Spyro's on the cover. You know what I mean? Like and that came from Activision, so they might be interested in doing something like that, a team up.
I think Sony has enough push. I think it really probably more or less depends on Activision if they see a financial value in it, because Activision doesn't seem to do shit unless they're gonna make bank.
Kickstarted.
Oh, I know Shamu has 1.8 million, no 1.3 million, but I don't think every game is gonna go through Kickstarter. I actually don't think that Crash Bandicoot game is gonna have enough fans.
It depends.
I
It
don't think
depends.
it's there. Like, I'm a fan, you might be a fan, but some people haven't played Crash in such a long time that I don't know if it would have the push that it really needs. Shamu has been a game that hasn't been seen in such a long time, such a different type of game. That I can see that people are going to support it. The same thing with Mighty Number 9. They haven't really had a really good Mega Man game, in a long
Mega
time.
Man.
Yeah, so like I can understand those ones. Crash, I think some people do remember the bad games for Crash, and there was bad games for Crash. I'm not some kind of stupid fanboy. I remember buying bad Crash games as a kid, and I was like kind of upset about it. So yeah, it happens. It happens. But guys, we're going a little long right now, guys. People in chat is going to bed, and I gotta go sleep because tomorrow is gonna be more E3 news. I'll be back tomorrow with a lot more reactions. I'm here with Jack. I'm here with AC.
Hello.
ACE. We're here with Steller. I'm shout all you guys out in the description and in the title of this video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with lots more. Peace out, everybody in chat. I'm in the stream right now. Everybody here in the party, you can hang around for a moment. Peace out.